Hello, I am the Great Wizard Merlan, and we are here to do some more Black Crusade. So, this is potentially going to be the last segment for a bit. Obviously, we'll come back to it at some point, but so this could be the epic conclusion, of what we deal with the
for the time being
with the infamous Necrons.
Metal menaces. Bom, bom, bom.
So, it has been a couple of weeks since we last played, but last time we lost and found, and then lost again, a character, which has been replaced by someone new, and that's this guy here.
Well, you haven't technically met me yet.
No.
Did you just assume their gender?
Yeah?
Yes, because, we know it's a space marine and it's a he.
Excuse me?
You don't fit the norm.
No, he's right. You're just
right,
weird.
you are atypical.
I know, I love it.
Somebody said I'm right. I will bask in the glory.
Shut
up.
Oh.
No.
And, I forgot, I haven't done a live post, but fuck it, it's gone.
I've done one, it's fine.
It's fine.
We have one. There's one.
It's fine, the Twitch notifications actually worked for once.
Yay!
That's what my phone going off on.
So that is to say that we are actually down one person. So, just Lucy, I'm afraid she's had to work.
Boo!
So we won't
Not cool.
So we won't have our Khorne Space Marine fucking shit up.
How will you survive?
How do you think we're going to survive?
Throw me at the enemy. I'll make sure we win.
That won't keep us alive. Well, it will keep us alive as we're running away.
It might buy you 5 seconds.
If we strap a whole load of explosives to it and then throw him.
Yeah. As we're tactfully retreating, he's delaying the
That's the
inevitable.
map of the tomb complex.
Just Lucy.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. I know we were in the centre.
Yes.
Does anyone remember which folder she uses?
No.
Yeah. I can't remember my own.
Everything's falling apart.
No, our admin is gone.
We're doomed. We're doomed.
You have the Khorne Berserker doing admin.
That's just because Lucy likes admin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she legitimately does.
Yeah, pretty much. The rest of us didn't want to.
He's like writing things down.
I started, but then Lucy was doing better than me, so I stopped.
So we are having a minor technical issue.
We don't have our shit!
Right, let's try and remember where we were last time. So,
They'd gone through one of the teleporter things
Yes.
where the Necrons were being pushed through.
yes, through one of the wormholes, because you had realigned the wormhole to take you to the centre of the complex.
Yeah, and they just come out.
Oh yes, and you saw a bunch of big Necrons with one fancy looking Necron.
Who seems to be moving almost humanly.
Yes. Around a big monolith in the centre of the chamber.
And then it cut to some of the surface fighting going on, in which some of the surface marines were redeployed.
Yep, you've been, yes. Your marine, what's your marine's name again?
Savarian.
Savarian. Yes, Savarian has been sort of extracted from the surface of the world to redeploy to the Gilgamesh, ready for what Lord Duan says is going to be a counter-attack.
And we've been told that we are being teleported down.
Yes, you report to the teleportarium.
Yeah!
No.
Yeah, boy.
Big wibbly wobbly timey wimey gate thing.
No, it's not a gate. It's more like
Think more like Star Trek in that regard.
More like some sort of mad scientist's lab, and with lightning and things disappearing.
Oh.
Thunderbolts of lightning.
Yeah, you go and step on a pad, they do things to you, you disappear and reappear somewhere else.
But they don't break you up into your component atoms like in Star Trek. They actually just temporarily shoot you through the warp a very short distance.
Yeah.
Sounds safe.
And
I don't know which one sounds more dangerous.
Yes.
Fair
That's not bad.
But remember what Chaos Space was like. They sometimes have an understanding with the powers of the warp.
Yep.
Oh no,
As you do.
I as a warpsmith definitely don't.
Yeah.
No idea.
Right. So we have the map.
No, we couldn't find it.
And
No.
I'm
It was-
just
it
getting
was the s-
feedback. Hang on.
Yeah, it was the circular one.
Purple folder on the bottom shelf.
Because there was another one further over. But
Map.
Hang on.
That appears to be the only purple one.
Yeah, it is this one. Give me a second. I'm looking for.
it is that one, but it's not the purple one. There's another one further down in the corner over there. There's also a pink one.
Okay, so there's the crudely drawn
Clearly drawn map. That's what we want.
actual
Right.
map.
So,
There it is.
That's the world map, and then I've got the notes as well.
cool. Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's just the maps that we really need. We need the notes are for your
Benefit.
your benefit.
What? No. He's gonna mess with us.
Of course he is.
Right. So,
A game master messing with their players? No.
Never happens.
Oh. Yeah, do.
You know what'll happen after Apple or Harpin just go, hey,
right.
you.
So yes.
No, mention the brand name.
So you are rapidly closing with the you're rapidly closing with catching up with the group.
Okay.
You've been monitoring their progress. You've also been disrupting things along your way.
Cool.
So where is he?
He will be coming up on the wormhole generator,
Ah,
which is in that ring, I believe.
yeah. We had it. Yeah, there.
Cool.
You are currently
Right.
here.
Yep.
We are currently here.
Cool.
Right, so
So I'm on the outside of the areola. You guys are almost at the nipple.
No, we are the nipple.
Okay.
So because Lord Dontus isn't just going to blink out of existence, Lord Dontus is here at the moment.
Mm.
Having observed Lord Dontus's actions, I believe I can realistically simulate his response.
Donsis destroy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's a fairly atypical, typical fucking atypical. It's a fairly typical Corn Berserker, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So in the chamber, surrounding this huge monolith that's sort of floating off the ground slightly, there are five large Necrons. These are taller than the immortal constructs that you've seen previously. These are armed with a sort of strange Kotesh-looking sword and a large shield, a large shield type arrangement. And then pacing around in front of the monolith, occasionally tapping runes upon its surface, or tapping it with a staff that he holds, is a rather more ornate Necron, whose movements are unnervingly natural compared to the robotic nature of all the other Necron constructs.
Interesting.
So slightly more lifelike than the usual marionettes.
Yes, but there he is. There it is. It.
Shame.
Huh.
This one's been playing some Destiny.
I was thinking the same
This
thing.
design of the Necrons predates Destiny by about 10 years.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Somewhat considerably.
Right, so what do you wish to do?
So we've just spotted them, and we're like,
Well, yeah, you're at the entrance. You're at one of the entrances because there's entrances sort of equidistant round this centre chamber.
well, we need to get in and blow that up somehow.
I'm going to spend half action and reload my heavy bolter.
Give me a stealth check.
I had a feeling that was going to be coming. Damn it! Agility.
It's not quiet.
Yep, I passed by nearly a whole degree.
Wait, he passed his first
Well,
one.
in.
Oh, we're screwed.
Don't let go of the bolt. Guide it forward.
It's like, shh, gonna need the ammo. It's fine. Just what I basically just wasted 6 rounds on a clip, but it would have been fire reload.
That doesn't necessarily say you've wasted the bullets. They might still be there. It's just
Yeah, just remove the clip.
But it's fine. Shh.
Sneaking.
So there's the one in the middle, and how many of the other ones are there?
4, because he said there's 5 there total.
4. Yeah, 4.
Yes, there are 4 of the guards, and then there is this leader-looking construct.
I've seen enough movies. If we take out the leader, for some reason the rookies will all just go, right, we're done then.
That's not how it works.
They don't even know fear. Unless this one knows fear, then that'll be weird. How to deal with this?
Full action aim on the big guy with the staff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're there going, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this?
Rap.
Brah. Okay, roll. And then roll initiative.
Oh.
So you get a free round, and then everyone rolls in it, and then you roll initiative.
Would you like me to roll initiative as well?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh,
I'm not there yet, so...
yes. Yeah, you're not there yet.
Okay, that's fine. We shall wait.
So,
Hey.
yeah.
I'll just check because I'm pretty sure I still get 2 rolls because I still have lightning reflexes with this guy.
So, full action aim gives me plus 20.
Yes.
How far away are we?
The chamber is about 200 meters wide. You're 100 you're just under 100 meters away.
Good.
So it's going to take you some time to sort of sprint the distance.
Close.
But it's just the whole chamber is just made of the same flat black metal
Okay, so
With
all
this- with
3
this-
of my
with this
shots
huge-
hit.
obelisk in the middle.
Yeah, so all 3 of my shots hit. So for tearing, I roll 2 and take the highest, don't I?
You do?
Yes.
So that's 8. So that's
Yeah, I should probably
17 pen 4 on the first one,
17 pen 4.
18 pen 4 on the second, 18 pen 4 on the third.
Okay. Right. Okay. His total his toughness is 8, and his armor is also 8.
Equivalent to a space marine,
So
pretty much.
Yeah.
so 16.
Ouch.
So that goes down to 12 with the pen.
Yeah.
So that's 5, 6, and 6.
Mm-hmm. And he has a power field.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
Ew, boy.
Oh no.
Oh no!
What does that mean when it's at home?
There's
no,
a chance.
No, it's only against melee attacks.
Oh, okay. I'll say there's a chance for attacks not to work, but if it's only melee, it's fine.
Yeah. Basically, it's a magical shield, which stops incoming damage,
Yeah.
or has a chance of stopping it altogether.
Yeah. But by my count, that's 17 damage you put through already.
Cool.
Good start.
And then rolling for initiative. That's how do you do that again?
It's D10 plus your dexterity bonus.
Agility.
So agility bonus.
Same thing.
So that's the
Yeah.
first
Mm-hmm.
number there.
Yeah.
Cool. 10.
Unless you have lightning reflexes, in which case you can roll twice.
Yeah. Only humans get that. Oh, sorry, humans get quick and the dead.
Yeah, they get the
Bans.
+2.
Yes.
As opposed to 2 dice.
Yeah, you get yeah.
I do have lightning reflexes.
So you can roll again and see if you get higher.
No.
Okay.
10. What else has everyone else got?
9.
We're not
not
there.
there.
Yeah.
We're not there.
Lord Dantus has 11.
Did you want Don's character sheet? It's right there.
Oh yes. That would be handy.
No, I'm just going to guess. Actually, he hits
right.
every time.
You hit right. You hit the leader, and he recoils and goes and sort of and throws up a hand as if that's going to protect him. The two guards nearest to him sort of stand almost on top of him and put their shields in front of him.
No fear.
The other 2 guards look towards you.
All I could think when
We've
he was
got
trying to
100
guard
metres
his
of them
face,
running
I ain't the
before they
sharpest
get
tool in
to
the
us.
shed.
Oh yeah. That's just the, and they're looking at us. They're not advancing. So
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
I thought they were looking.
That's why I said
yes, when it's their turn.
Yeah.
Ah.
Initiative's only just started, numbnuts.
So Don's
ATV
first.
system, dum dum.
Unless the enemy's got higher.
No, the enemy has gone.
My turn.
And you got
Christ.
14. So what are you again?
So it's
9.
the enemy's Don, me, and then
Yeah, right.
Merlan.
2 Lich Guard are advancing rapidly upon you.
Cool.
And they are size hulking, meaning plus 10 to hit them. But they are equipped with hyperphase swords and dispersion shields. Dispersion shields give them
Gravity, I am not friends.
You gravity.
okay, yeah. Basically, yes, their dispersion shields are quite formidable.
Oh. That's not a good thing.
Generally.
That's not a good thing, Scoop.
So we're currently in a door, sort of doorway, right?
Oh yeah, a large sort of large entry, sort of large entry door.
So I have some cover. That's fine.
Hold the door.
I blanked your character's name. What is it?
Vartius.
Okay.
Particus.
I am Varticus.
Right. They begin to advance upon you.
Cool. Donatus. Arg.
Yes.
Grrr.
Frenzy time.
Yeah. Donatus, now's the time. Okay.
Full action frenzy. That's important.
Yeah.
It's great. The
Said Don is
easiest
frenzying.
first turn of most characters. What do? Get angry.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
angry.
I'm sorry, I snapped. Stay snapped. Stay snapped.
Yeah, it's like, just do it!
Do it.
I was hoping that meme was dead.
No.
No.
The triggering of Shia LaBeouf.
So yeah.
That's
Half
fun.
action aim on one of the 2 running at me.
Yep.
Let's go with the one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Damn them dispersion shields and covering the big guy.
Bunch of bastards.
Mm-hmm.
So 1.
No, that's a 15.
That's still awesome.
Still really awesome.
It's nothing.
They dodged, didn't they?
No, they don't dodge.
Oh,
They
shield.
just-
There's dispersion shield.
You see, yes, you see. Actually, it doesn't just get absorbed. It's almost like it actually reflects it back. Not you seem to be too sort of far, but yes, it seemed to
Son of a
just turn round and hit about 30 meters in front of them
Deflection!
in a really weird way that shouldn't be possible for a bolt to go.
Yeah.
Ah, they've been watching Wanted.
They've got Captain America shields, that's what they've got.
No, they've been watching Wanted with James McAvoy and the bending bullets.
Yeah. They bent the bullet.
Yeah, no, it's the field. It bends time and space.
The field!
No, just space.
What's this?
Hey! Okay, so, yeah, because, I've just seen that, firing
My
on the one on
shots
the
did
left.
nothing.
On the left, I'm gonna, brace,
Yeah.
half action brace, Fire at the one on the right. So full auto,
Okay.
full auto burst. You know, the heavy bolter. So please, I need less than a 63. No, I'm spending a point for that. I'm not going to miss the first shot.
You're probably still going to miss the first shot.
So much.
Oh yeah,
pain.
and I start 3. You start down to 2 already because I burned last time.
Hit or miss, I guess you always miss.
Much better.
Yeah.
Okay, how many hits?
With the extra degree of success. So 4 out of 5 out of 6 hit.
4 out of 6 hits.
Yeah.
One less hits.
Oh, 3. Sorry.
Another one. So yeah, so you've
2 out of 6
So-
hits.
so
2 out
two.
of 6 have hit.
Ooh, it's
So-
fine. It's still 2 points
So
of damage.
a third of them have hit.
Oh yeah, that
Did
was
you-
in the body.
So
by
did
the
you
way.
get multiple reactions to move out of the way of those then?
No,
The
dispersion shield.
reflection shield.
fuck.
The dispersion shield gives it it's a field save.
Yeah, those things
so-
are nasty.
So just so I can work it out easier, toughness and armor, or do you want to
right.
tell me?
Toughness is 9, armor is 8.
Oh, jeez. So I need to get 17.
They're actually harder than the boss.
Oh wait, no, hang on.
Toughness-wise.
So pen 5.
Yes, they
so
are a lot harder than their boss.
so I need a 12. So I need a minimum. So I need more than a 4 on one of these dice.
Go for it.
Same for me,
That-
I need a 4.
that's better.
damage.
So first one is 16. 16. So that is 4. So 4 points go through.
4 points go through.
And the other one, 3 points go through.
Okay.
Lucky number 7.
There we go. Maths.
Quick.
At first, my brain was failing. I was just like, "Come on, I should be able to work this out."
To say that you deal with numbers for a living.
Right.
Yes.
Lord Dontus is closing with them rapidly.
Yes, so it's the enemy's turn.
Yes, the enemy advance, but
So does Dominus.
from the the two that are protecting the boss are also advancing at a slower rate.
Awesome. If we survive long enough, they'll be close enough that I can GTF past them and shoot the big fucker.
Well,
Once they're close enough, I can just go,
comparatively, he's the small one.
yeah. But he's the one doing shit.
Oh wait, I forgot
We
you said
need
they were
to stop
hulking.
him
It's fine.
from doing
it.
It was additional plus 10. Isn't
Yes.
It? Yeah, I forgot to add that. Never mind. It's fine. Don't worry. I'll remember for next time.
The big bad boss dude.
Mhm.
You see while you're firing at the other two guards, they part, and you see him tap his staff onto the ground,
Oh crap!
and a huge sort of huge crack in the living metal floor flies in your direction.
Shit!
Okay, you may dodge. You may try and dodge.
Casts Earthquake.
Are you trying to dodge, dear?
No, I thought it was aimed at you.
No, yeah, it's aimed at you.
Oh, just at me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Targeted.
Well, no, it is a blast, but it's centered on her.
This is why I'm glad that Terrorback
Pass by
has a
3
hell
degrees.
chance of showing off and levitating everywhere.
Okay. Not quite enough as he passed his ballistic skill by 4 degrees.
Ah.
You may try and dodge. This will break your brace.
Yeah, I know. So I need 4 degrees of success.
You
Fuck.
successfully dodged.
Because I've got a dodge plus
shouting.
10, so I need a 50.
So-
Damn.
Right.
Yes, I fucking.
I've got a dodge plus 10.
Oh. Then you've made it.
So it's like, no! Push! Fuck you!
Thank
Messing
you
up my
for
brace!
saying that.
Right. Well, basically, yeah, so, it's not quite. Well, it seems to basically this wave. It looks like the floor is actually almost flowing like water at the front of this sort of crack that then follows behind it.
Ooh. Bad.
Stupid liquid Mel.
Bitch has wibbly time powers. Well, it's not time powers, but you know. Fucking space wizards.
Stupid metal benders.
And then.
Donut is discharging.
How's this charging?
Unless the enemy are firing back or anything.
No, that was his shooting. The others don't have any shooting weapons.
Woo!
But we're just going to take it out of turns for a second here.
Mm-hmm.
It looks at you, and although it has no mouth that moves, you know it's shouting at you. It says in a hollow, echoey voice that booms around the chamber. How dare you puny creatures interfere with my work! I will see Kulgara resurrected to its former glory! Your corrupting presence disgusts me!
I disgust a lot of people.
Texas speech has gotten much better.
It's just shout back. It's like, yeah, well, you smell.
Yeah, well, join the club.
That's the first time you've heard any of them speak.
Yeah.
Apart from this.
That's still my first response.
Yes.
Reasonable.
Meanwhile.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
back
I just
where
want to say,
fighting
so when we
isn't
kill you, I
happening.
want to find a voice box.
You're right. You found the black hole, not black hole, the wormhole array that they passed through.
Yep.
Can you figure out how to use it?
Is that a particular dodge?
Press the button. Any button.
Right. This will require either a very hard logic test,
Right.
a minus 10 tech use, or a flat Forbidden Law Xenos test.
I think, funnily enough, I know which one I'm going to
Because
use.
they've already unlocked it.
Yeah.
So that's a 10. Tech use, so 10. 8 base.
Oh, Terran's going to be so jealous when he realises it was me.
Okay, so 6 degrees of success?
Yeah.
Yeah. A trifle. You could.
Pity.
Yeah, well, yeah. You see the glyphs glowing on the living metal surface. In fact, you can see the you can detect the greasy paw prints from the human that worked this last time.
Gracias.
Right. Yes, it's some sort of transport array.
How could the monkey not get this online?
Yeah, it's like
Right. So yes, you were able to point it to any to a number of points, even across the planet.
Where do I want to send these bastards?
But also, yeah. So you can send it to the center of the complex, or to a number of smaller satellite tomb complexes on the surface of just below the surface of the planet.
So where do you want to go? Do you want to come join us, or do you want to fuck off elsewhere and do other shit?
You can also travel to the other wormhole arrays that are around this ring of the tomb complex.
I do have more stuff to destroy here, and I should probably find where the others are. Well, Lunax at least.
Looks like the last place it went was the centre.
Might as well try there.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
on the Gilgamesh, right, you're with a group of you're with a group of your fellow Black Legionnaires. Everyone is re-equipping, restocking their ammo, and waiting impatiently on the teleport pad. There is a dark mechanium tech priest hunched over a control panel.
Based on the fact that we know how tough these fuckers are from what we've been doing on the planet so far, am I able to grab a slightly bigger gun?
you can try.
That's why I asked.
Give me an infamy roll. Infamy's how you get stuff.
Oh.
No.
No chance in
Are you
hell.
gonna?
No, I'm not going to re-roll it yet. I'm going to save my
You
infamy
can't
points.
infamy and infamy.
I'm not going to anyway.
Okay.
I'm not going to make any effort to try and make that better. So that's fine. I have been effectively told no.
He's like, I want a
No
bigger
time.
gun. Fuck off!
No time. You'll get one when you earn one.
Yes, insolent whelp.
One tells all.
So there was a Dark Mechanic tech priest, frantically tapping away on a keyboard while being interfaced into the ship's computer with one of his mechadandrites. There's a huge black legionnaire behind him saying, "What is taking so long?" I need to have a point on which to teleport you. Otherwise, I'll be teleporting you into the deep underground, into the rock. That will do no one any good. Wait, a reading. It's skirting on warp space. Something's teleporting down there.
Gee, I wonder what that might be.
just an immobile.
There are the chart. Yes. Oh yeah.
You distracted everyone with those. You're just like pop tarts.
Who wants the other one in the packet?
The chances of fatal the chances of a fatal failure are high given the unknown nature. Do one has ordered it. Do it now.
Do it.
Right. So there's 5 of you on the pad.
Yep.
And it starts up. Lightning is arcing from the ceiling onto your armour. You hate this part.
I don't know. No, thank you.
Well, that's bad.
And suddenly you turn. It's like you fold it on yourself.
Fold yourself 97 times.
Your mind, as far as you can see, you're flying through a kaleidoscopic maelstrom of uncolour.
As far as you can see, your ass looks great in that armour.
with bestial faces and claws reaching out at you. And before you can even register the terror, you're 3 feet up in the air and land with a crash.
Okay. What do I immediately see around me?
Roll initiative.
Oh.
What do you immediately see? Your initiative.
13.
Right.
Same as the enemy. Who's got the higher?
There's a big. You're in a huge chamber.
My agility's 50.
You're in a huge.
Sorry, what's their agility? Because he got the same as the enemy.
Yeah, their agility's 35.
Oh, it's you first. New
You're
character
in a
name?
huge chamber.
Savarian.
You're in a huge chamber. A massive obelisk in the middle. One of your, yeah, you can see an arm. You can see an arm sticking out of the ground of one of your squad mates.
They're fine. He's armless now.
And another one who falls from quite some height and lands heavily. He's not dead, but you hear both his leg and all the supports in the exoskeleton in his armour break.
Ouch.
Ah!
Does there appear to be any threats around?
There's there appear to be 5 of the Necron constructs attacking an Astartes. No, wait, 2 Astartes and a human's cowering in the doorway.
Astartes, nothing out of place here.
So I laugh at the sight of the arm, and seeing the Necrons, I immediately bellow in a Vox-enhanced shout, "Ave Dominus Nox!" And
you see a massive. The rest of you see a massive bright flash and then there's 3 Space Marines there, and then another one that falls seemingly a lot higher up.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I'm going to shout, perfect timing! As we're carrying on doing shit.
I'm going to be there going, the fuck?
And I'll act when my turn comes about.
No, your usual.
Yeah.
So it's just the enemies, so done.
Yep.
Right,
so you're running?
no,
No.
Don. It's Don's turn.
Yes, Don's turn.
So he'd be running towards him.
One more turn and Dontus will be in striking range.
No, it's my turn. So, half an aim. No. What's this?
Cool. Is he? Any of the new Space Marines in the way of the same one that I was firing at?
No, they're off to one side.
Ah, that's cool. So
we're here. The enemy's here. They're there.
yeah, that's fine.
They're
Just
at a
checking.
right angle.
Cool.
One of
So
them's not even on their feet. Well,
brace,
they could.
brace again, and full auto burst on the one on the right.
Okay.
So please, so now because they've got an extra +10, then I need 73 or below. I might need to save them, so that is. Damn it, that's actually only 2 hits because
So 2 hits.
1 degree of success. So yeah.
2 hits.
Ooh, no, gets through.
Ooh!
Whoa.
Hit. And roll to hit.
Yay! So come on. So now I need Highland Fall. Ooh! So 5 points go through on the first one, and 5 points go through on the second.
Oh my god, not only is he doing okay, he's being consistent.
Okay. 5 points.
Yeah, no, don't draw attention to it. It might go away.
Oh, is it me now?
You're up. He's the last of the initiative.
How far apart are the 2 that are advancing on them
They're about 5 meters apart.
from each other?
Yeah, and they're about 50 meters away from you. Too far to throw a melting bomb.
Oh, I'm not after throwing the mouth bomb, to be fair.
Stick a foot in their face.
50 meters away. Grenade throwing is strength bonus ×3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I can throw 33 meters.
Not quite enough.
So
Compared to mine, 9.
I'm gonna advance. Take a burst fire at them with my bolter for now.
Okay.
Yep, that's 2 hits,
I guess it's for every 2 degrees.
and it's +10
And
to
it is 2
hit.
hits.
Awesome. So, and it's tearing because it is a bolt gun.
Yay! Tear those bitches.
Nothing.
Yeah, so their toughness is 9 and their armour is 8.
Yep.
What's the pen on your...
4, so it
Okay,
takes down
so-
to...
You need a 4 or higher on your damage dice.
yeah, so 1 point gets through on that one then.
Okay.
4 points get through on that one. So, some.
It's okay. Chip away the enemy. Chip away.
Away. Right in their turn.
Yeah.
So I'd like to be decimating them, but chipping away works. Soon, perhaps you can chip away at them some more.
Hopefully.
Or unlock a gaping weakness which opens their armour flaps or something.
Flap, flap.
Just like, oh no!
Be like that really badly hidden prop director in Jurassic Park with the strings.
Yeah.
Right. A huge wave of force that seems to liquefy the ground comes towards you.
Okay.
It's not us this time.
He's immediately detected the presence of more space marines as they flashed into existence.
Yeah.
That wasn't the subtlest thing. I will attempt to dodge. I will spend an infamy on the dodge.
Don't blame you.
Yeah, if you don't know how powerful this thing
Dodge
is.
into it.
No, if that's
Dodge
worse.
into it.
Right. Yeah. So you.
Even with the fact that I
Varsius' School of Dodging.
Right, you and the other 2 marines with you get hit because it's blast 10.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ow.
Okay, you take 12 damage with pen of 5.
Apart from the pen of 5. So I take 1 damage.
And
Really?
Yeah.
'Tis but a scratch.
Yeah. 8 armor, 8 toughness.
And now you must take a -20 acrobatics test.
To not fall in the massive hole that's what you think
Uh,
we did, or
no,
not
it's
get
not-
stuck in the liquidy water.
Well, no, a whole load literally because it's going to just be to fall to the ground as this weird gravity wave. Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, it's a good job I'm trained in acrobatics at the very least.
Wait, am I currently the
No, I
tank?
failed.
Right, you are okay. You are now prone.
You're currently the what?
Am I currently the tank?
I think
Yes.
Maybe.
Because my combined DNA
Once these
is
are-
18.
Oh, then yes, you are.
Right, you have appeared at the end of the corridor they're entering through. You can hear gunfire.
Well, I've certainly found the right direction. And I'll float on over. Because I show off and float.
Oh yes, you've got maglev, haven't you?
Yeah, because I'm a show
Yeah,
off.
he has.
I'm a space marine trapped in. I'm a technomancer trapped inside a space marine's body.
Oh, we need some foil and a comb.
Is he rolling initiative?
Yes, roll initiative.
We need some foil and a comb, you know, to make the. Yeah.
That's greaseproof paper.
Greaseproof paper.
We've
Yeah.
got that.
12.
Nice. Just me at the bottom.
As we expect.
What's your name again?
Terabyte.
Tara.
Right.
Slams the dice down in disgust.
Okay. So it is now Donatus's turn.
You can go. No, it's
No.
now Tara's turn.
Oh,
Because he's so quick.
okay. You're not quite there yet.
Yeah, I'm floating at drone speed.
Getting there.
Actually, no problem.
Now it's
Drone.
Donatus's turn.
Oh yeah, probably, but you know, at least you're not carrying packages.
No.
Donatus smashes one of them
Amazon can't afford me.
with his power sword.
I think you'll find they can.
Yeah, I think you'll find that I killed them.
Give me a second.
If you get that much money out of them, let me know.
Tragic.
I don't know what I'm thinking about.
Harry.
Piece of paper right now.
Ooh!
Oh
The Necron parries Donatus's blow
Oh no!
with its hyper-phased sword.
Oh.
There's a flash as the power sword meets the alien blade.
Well, that's
Oh, hell
unfortunate.
hey, that never happens.
This thing is actually stronger than. No, it's not quite as strong. Donatus is incredibly strong, but it doesn't it doesn't stagger back under the force. You see its arm sort of move back, absorbing the power of the blow.
Oh damn.
Noted.
Cool. Well then it's me.
Feck.
Half action aim. Going to be going semi
I need to rebrace. I didn't dodge this turn.
So that's 2 of them hit. Are both of them hitting?
On what's it?
The one on the left.
Okay.
Oh, that's one. Which one did Donatus engage? Was it the one on the left?
It doesn't matter.
One hits.
Oh, okay.
One misses.
Okay, I got 1 through. That's fine. So that will be 5 through.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Barcius.
Yay! So now I can do half action aim. On the one on the right.
Yep.
And gives me higher bonuses to hit. So now I need an 83 or less to hit.
You see, your gun goes QQ, whereas mine goes.
3, 4 degrees of success. So 5 hits.
5 hits.
Bam.
That's 5 hits. That's 5 hits.
Ooh.
That's 4 hits.
Ooh.
Hello?
That's 4 hits. That's 3 hits.
Oh, fine, still 3. So, come on.
They have to get 6. They've got an energy field rating of 60, meaning they have to roll. They've got under 60.
Okay, so
Yeah, and the boss guy was toughness 8 armor 8, wasn't he?
Yes.
3 points of damage on the first one.
3 points.
Yeah, that goes through, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 points of damage on the second.
Oh, okay, you may hit Odontus. Because they are in close combat. Because you want to maybe not track your shots over to the other target.
I can shoot into melee.
Yeah, how? What do you need?
There's a talent
There's a
for
talent
it.
for
It's
There's that
Which
for
one
that.
is it?
target selection.
Yeah, target
Oh,
selection.
okay.
May shoot into melee without penalty.
So what is the actual penalty then?
Well, this will be.
Just so I know.
Hang on.
Let's get the proper numbers here.
So I still had 4 degrees of success, so if it's something like a minus 20 or something like that, then I'd still pass at least.
Yeah.
Shooting into melee minus 20 penalty.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So technically that was 2 degrees of success, technically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you miss, there's a chance of you hitting. Well, I think even if you hit, there's a chance of.
If you hit, you hit.
Oh, yeah,
If
and
you
miss, you
if
hit
you
the other
miss, you hit the other target.
Okay, yeah. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I picked the dice up. No, dice up anyway, but no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was 4 points of damage on the
4
second one.
damage on the second one. Okay.
So because technically only 2 went through, then we'll just count as 2 rather than 3. So makes it a bit fairer.
Okay.
So hey, 7 points of damage. How is it looking?
Yeah, pretty beaten up.
Yay!
Particularly
Fucking
the first
die,
one.
die, die, die.
Okay. So on their turn, did they move any closer to where I am at the moment?
Not to where you are, no, but you are prone at the moment.
No, that's fine. Because I did move forward last turn. That's half
Mhm.
movement, so that put me to 45.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use half my action to stand up.
Yep.
And half my action to move forward, and that'll be it.
Okay.
That puts me to 40. So
Yep.
Enemy's turn. Boo.
Boo, we don't like this part.
Boo. Boo.
Heckin' boo.
That's what he just goes, Barcius, I choose you. Oh, you're dead.
I diagnose you with die.
Now they're kind of going to be wailing on the person that's in melee combat with them, seeing as they
Okay.
have melee weapons.
Potentially.
Lord Dantus has just taken 15 damage at a pen of 5.
Oh damn!
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit.
Yeah. You see the sword. The sword. But you don't see any spark. You don't see any sort of sparking from it going through the armor. It seems to just pass through the armor and then come out with a small mist of blood behind the sword.
Bad.
I want one.
And now
What you want? A Donatus or one of them blades?
The blade.
Okay.
I already have a dog. Well, for now.
For now. Are we bad people?
Yes.
Cool.
We have skills and everything.
Ah,
We're the bad guys.
yeah, this one right. He fires his staff again, his staff weapon, but it misses you.
Okay.
Cool.
You just yeah. the line of disruption goes wide.
You're up.
Yep, you're
Cool.
right. You are now in the doorway.
Cool.
Next to Varsius.
Hooray!
As he's just plugging away with the heavy bolter.
Well, I'm probably on
Where's
the left.
Lunax?
Yeah, I'm probably on the left. You're probably on the right, and you've just stepped into the middle. Dead.
Ah, for fuck's sake!
He got
I
himself.
swear it wasn't me.
He blew himself up.
The other two
Why am I
spa-
not
The
surprised?
two space marines with you are laying down fire on the boss guy's guards.
Awesome.
Okay, so if I half action aim, am I
Plus
able
10.
to do like a burst shot with my bolter?
Yes.
Cool. Well, and what would be the negative if I was to full burst my auto?
It just means that
pretty
if you do miss, you waste more ammunition.
Yeah,
Cool.
You
Full
can
wa- full
half action full auto.
half action for water.
Is that with a regular bolter though?
Legion.
Yeah, Legion.
They don't have full auto. They've only got single or semi.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're doing
yeah.
semi-auto.
Single burst fire.
That's reload. It's how long it takes to reload.
Okay, so
It's a full
it's
action.
It should be where test is.
But there's test everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
ROF, rate of fire.
Yeah, it should
It
say
should say
S/3.
S/3/-
Oh,
dash.
so free is burst gun.
Yeah.
3
Okay.
shots
So
in a
it's
burst.
plus 0 for the burst, plus 10 for the half action aim.
Yep. And that goes on to my ballistic skill.
Ballistics.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ooh, yikes.
Oh
Ooh!
damn!
Unless you do that.
It
Yeah.
was
Yes.
5 degrees of success.
So all
Okay,
three hit.
So you're
All
which
three.
one are you aiming at?
Yeah, all three hit.
Left or
and then,
right?
The one that's not in combat with Donzus.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
So I rolled the damage 3 times, or
So you've got tearing
Yep.
on that weapon.
Yep.
So you take 2 of the damage dice,
okay.
roll it, and
Okay.
take the highest.
First.
Oh,
So 6.
Six.
6 would be the
At a
higher.
minimum of the degrees of success.
Yeah. So that's.
So that's
what's the
2
ballistic
going
skill?
through on that one.
My ballistic skill is 47.
Okay. Oh yeah, I mean, it can't be below
But yeah.
4.
2 went through on that one.
Oh, that's me.
4 going through on that one.
4. Nice.
And none went through on that one.
Yeah.
Because of their armour and stuff. I've already worked out their pen and things. You need to
Oh.
roll a minimum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, 1 went through
Because
because
of
he's got the
5 degrees success.
yeah.
So. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I actually came.
Remember,
So basically,
remember if you roll natural 10 on the damage, it's...
Mhm.
Sellers
roll,
hatred.
roll again and
Yeah.
give more damage.
Okay,
hopefully.
right, so who are we round to now?
Now it's Don.
Donatas.
Come on, Don, you can bring it back.
Oh, an 88.
Don,
so I
Don.
burn you got fate on that. What's the damage of power sword?
A power sword is 1d10 plus 6, pen 6.
Okay, so that's...
And then whatever
6
strength he's
plus
got as
8,
well.
Yeah.
Which
plus-
he's
His strength is 12, I think, for the
yeah,
modifier.
12, yeah.
Is that with raging as well?
That's 20.
Oh, with
Yeah.
raging, it's another plus 10
Yeah,
on top.
right. Donatus cuts one of these things in half, but you can see that there is blood leaking out of Donatus' armour, although you can't really see a big
wound.
gash,
In the armour.
but it's bleeding out of the armour.
what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
I
Have action
ain't
aim.
that. I'm no medic.
Remy.
It's all about the semi.
Oh yeah.
Raging semi.
Hey, mine's full.
That sounds like a you problem.
So that's going to be 2 degrees of success.
2 degrees of success.
So that'd be 2 shots.
Pop, pop.
I'm waiting to see if they actually hit before I roll the damage.
Yeah. The damage.
1 hits. 1 hits.
Woohoo! It's still
So
it's still 1.
Still a hit.
Still just the one.
So that's 5 through.
5 through. Oh, okay. It's not looking good for them, or for this one.
Good.
Eat shit, you metal monstrosity.
Right.
I feel they have learned well from me.
Oh, sorry, the master didn't get his go.
Oh, did
Oh
you
no,
not?
I thought he missed. When
Yeah,
he,
he
Oh,
missed
sorry,
it.
yes, he
he
missed
went
that
for me
time.
and missed.
Basis.
Ooh. So Donatus finished the one on the right, which I was aiming at. Is the one on the left still advancing? Or is that undead as well?
No, it's turning to Donatus.
It's like, oh no, you don't. Half action aim on that one. And full auto burst, on that bugger.
Eat shit!
It should die!
Hey, shit, you metal monster.
With an 8, all 6 hit.
Okay.
Yeah, all 6 hit. You know that.
5 hits.
Oh.
You know, Lucy's probably having a really shit day at work because you're stealing her luck. Because I'm still rolling okay, touch wood. You're still rolling okay, touch wood. You're still alright, touch wood.
Okay, 3 hit.
3? Oh, that's well. Still.
It's better than nothing.
I know.
50-50, that's about as good as you can get most of the time in this.
So 4 points go through on the first one. And
4 points, gone.
Oh,
actually, no, not gone. No, it's an elite, so we're on to crit now.
4. Okay, I need to replace that with my 6 degrees of success.
So 2 go through.
So yeah, 2 go through in the second.
2 go through, which means that this one.
You better not kill steal, you fucking kill stealing asswipe.
So you've got... So
Hey, this is teamwork. Drop the bastard so we can get to the big boy in the middle.
You've got 1 shot left in you?
What? Oh yeah. Yeah, because 3 went through, so yes, I've still got 1 more after
Okay, yeah, one.
You're not used to doing this.
No, I know. I'm just like,
so
oh,
it's
that's
currently on -2.
Yep. And another 2 go through.
So it puts it to -4.
Yeah.
If it's on -2, and then a further -2 is -4.
Okay, the force of the blast sends the target sprawling to the ground. It is knocked backwards d5 meters and stunned for 1 round, knocked prone.
Woo! You're down, you bitch!
That's a
Keep it down.
Donatus will just coup de grace it.
Keep it down, okay. Get down, you bitch.
How far am I currently from the 2 that were guarding the big boss?
You're now 20 meters away.
20 metres away from
Yeah.
that one. Okay, and how far am I from the big boss?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
As well.
They're within a couple of meters of each other.
He's just behind
They're
him.
all within a couple of metres of each other.
Yeah, well, yes, because they're guarding him.
Okay, that's fine.
Strangulation.
I'm gonna take a half action move back, so I'm gonna move 5 meters further back, just to be on the safe side, so that it's harder for them to close the gap with me. And I'm going to throw a Legion frag grenade in between them.
Okay, Legion lag grenade.
Yep. Well, I'm going to attempt to, depending on the roll. I'm going to spend an infamy.
Much better.
And succeed
Yeah, I
by
can
a
see that.
degree.
Yeah, still right, I got this.
So, frag grenade.
Fuck!
Yeah, so it's a Legion frag grenade, so it's 2d10 plus 2, I believe, for a Legion one.
Yep.
I can tell you what the standard ones are. Not one on the normal human frag.
They're different.
Yeah, normal human one is 0, but there must be
Irrelevant.
Yeah, irrelevant. Because I don't actually have it written down.
Human, be quiet.
Grenades.
And I'll see if I can get it. Book quick.
Who's going to get there first?
Legion frag, 2d10 plus 2. Oh, it's still pen 0. Okay. Oh well.
Ah, suck it!
8.
Oh
Oh no, sorry. 10. Because of the plus 2.
Still nothing.
Boom!
Might have thrown him off though.
Hang on.
Oh, good wait.
About the other guy.
Yeah, he blocked. You see.
That's
you
why I
see,
said I threw it between them, not at
well,
them.
No. They didn't send it back because it didn't hit them. It had next to them. But you see that the little fireball and shrapnel washes around them like a wave hitting a big rock.
Excuse me.
It's
So
like
even if
they
they-
deflected
So
it!
even if they don't deflect it at you, explosions and flame they can still defend against. They just can't deflect it back at you.
Bastards.
Enemy.
Bastards.
Enemy's turn.
Enemy's turn.
No, get a turn.
But yeah, but I'm now 25 meters away because
Right, one of the space marines next to you gets absolutely pulverised because I've just rolled a 19 just on the dice.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's just been pulverised by the tremor stave.
Oh damn!
I hope that's the one who never managed to actually get up.
No.
No, he's like, finally, I'm gonna
One of the ones that was fighting still, so there's one other.
There's only one standing left. The one that was on the ground is probably dead already.
Oh.
The one that's just got
Well,
hit is
not-
definitely dead
Not
already.
dead, but he'll be out of action from his injuries.
Mm. So that was him, and the two guarding. Are they doing anything?
Yes, they're advanced. The three of them are all advancing on in.
Cool.
Well, we haven't got a medic, and that one's wasting options.
Tara.
Cool. So let's try that shit again. Half action burst.
The tech push did warn there was a high degree of failure. There would be a high degree of failure on such a risky.
Oh!
So 5 degrees of success.
Nice.
So
okay.
all three hit.
Yep.
Are they being deflected?
Yes.
I take it this is the ones that aren't on the floor. The ones that still, yeah.
Ooh. All three go through.
Boom!
Yeah,
The
boy!
dice give the dice take.
Oh! he rolled
Zealous
again.
hatred!
Wait, roll to hit again.
Okay, this is on your basic ballistic skill.
Roll to hit again with your
On
basic
Base
ballistic.
ballistic skill.
Roll the full to hit again.
Okay. Ah.
22. Either
Yeah,
way, it's
it's-
22.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
that'll
yes,
hit.
that'll hit.
That'll
So
hit.
roll damage
So
again.
roll 1d10
1d10.
for this, because Zealous Hatred doesn't get tearing.
10,
Ah.
So that means so.
15. So 9 go through
Yep.
Yeah, it's a big hit.
on the first one. Second hit,
So
2 go through,
That's 11 total.
and 4 go through. So 15 total went through.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Big money, motherfucker.
Yep.
Bang, bang, bang.
Donatus.
Yeah, it was too distracted with the other Space Marines that it didn't bring the full arc of its shield round.
Ah, yeah. Wait,
What?
so
hi, let's go, motherfucker.
I have a question. They're currently blocking the bad guy, the big bad guy,
Yep.
from his lot,
Mm-hmm.
which means he's open to us.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
Just checking. Guess where I'm aiming next.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Donatus. Is he
Are
running
you going
out?
to shoot Donatus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although you can tell Donatus is hurting bad.
Mm.
You can see Donatus bleeding profusely, but not noticing, but visibly slowing down.
Yeah.
He's badly injured.
Should.
Has anyone got some WD-40 and duct tape? That's about the best I can do.
No.
I've got a med kit. Don't know how to use it.
He's got somewhere
Same.
putting his blood back in.
Yeah, I kind of skipped that in basic
I'm
training.
trying to put the blood back into my hands.
Just
There's some blood.
Anyway, so have that
Into the
name
mouth.
semi-auto burst on the big fucker. Oh, the less big but still big fucker.
The boss twat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love a rocket launcher right about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all three are going to hit on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Are all three hitting?
No,
Or does he have a deflection?
No, the big boss man doesn't have a dispersion shield.
Nah, hence why all the
Good.
hard fuckers are there going, we will
No.
defend you.
and his soak was 16, so 12 with your pen.
Yep.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Lizzie has become
So I need to roll a 2 or higher. 3 or higher, sorry. 6 go through on the first.
Nice.
Zealous.
Oh.
How zealous are we?
Oh, just passed. Right?
Yeah.
What's the zealousness?
18. And on the third.
Is that how much gets through?
No. On the so hang on. 18 plus 9 minus
27.
12.
15.
15 go through.
Nice.
And on the last
Yeah, I can
one,
do math.
5 go through.
So that's 33.
Right, yeah, you see the bolt guns just he's side onto you. The bolt rounds just slam into his side, slam into the leg, slam into the side again, and then and then he falls in a mangled wreck of metal on the ground.
Nice.
And that's the
The
staff
guy
dude.
with the staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's down.
Fuck his AoE and range
What's
back
this?
quibble.
Well,
Don't piss me off.
are there like pillars or like random chest high walls or
No.
something in
No,
the
this
So
is
chamber?
there are
Here's
only
war.
2 guys left that are advancing towards new
Yes,
guys.
although one of them's noticed you now.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
They already had noticed you, but
Yeah.
they've been getting stuff
They
thrown at
thought they were dealing with the bigger threat. They thought wrong.
No, man, this is
One
the
of
Years
the-
of War. There aren't any chest high walls.
Hey, there's lots of games with chest high walls.
One of the Black Legionnaires charges the one of the Lich Guard. With, he's on with the chain axe.
What are you doing?
Yep. I let him run past.
He hits.
Okay, well he's in melee combat now.
Yep. There's still another one. Aim at the other one.
Chain axe.
I've purposefully stayed plenty of distance out of the way, so it's harder for them to charge on me. So
Yeah. Why get into melee with them when they don't have any ranged
Right,
weapons?
so that's
How-
13 down. Just a second. 23 plus 5.
I'm in the sky.
What was the Lich Guards? They got 17. 23, so that's.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 6 points of damage through with the chain axe.
Nice. Yes,
Ooh.
shoot the other one that isn't in melee.
Yeah.
How far did they advance when they were moving on their turn?
They advanced another 5 metres.
Another 5 metres.
Yeah.
So that puts
Excuse
us
me.
back to 20 metres with me. Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to half action aim on the only one that's not in melee combat.
Yep.
And so, come on, baby, full auto burst. Actually, wait, no. A hit. You know, that would be a hit.
As in literally one
Yes, an
point.
80. Yeah. I passed by 3 points.
So it doesn't
Oh.
or is it being deflected?
Is it going to get deflected?
Oh, no. 86. No.
It hits!
Oh, this is come on. If there was a
Four or
time to
higher.
get a zealous hatred, then you know,
4 or
this would be
higher,
this
come
would be the time. No.
1 point goes
1
through.
point go through.
It's still a thing.
It
like
still counts as
ping.
1.
There, I graced its armour.
Okay,
Cassis.
their turn. Oh,
No,
sorry,
Cassis.
Cassis.
Okay. I quick draw my power sword
Yep.
and charge.
Ooh, power sword is
just-
quite bastard.
I've just checked the rules on it.
Yep.
You can swift attack on a charge.
Cool.
Really?
Do it.
Nice.
So that
And let me guess. I'm guessing you can't lightning attack on a charge.
no.
No. I
You
didn't
can
think so.
grapple on a charge as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That's just rugby tackle, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Let's sit up.
And it's plus 10 for size as well.
Yeah,
Cool.
because they are hulking.
Oh, that's what I was going to add to when I was hitting them.
I'm going to spend.
Lally, you spend all your infantry points quick.
Yeah, I know. Fuck's sakes! I still miss.
Miss. Okay,
Fuck! Did I miss that?
so now it's their turn.
When Cassis' dice
Yeah.
hit 88,
Enemies can.
you see some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right?
You see colours.
Relegated.
And the guy with the chain axe takes a total of
Yes, damage.
Of missing limb
wait,
syndrome.
25.
Ooh.
25 pen 5 on an average space marine.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
So, yeah,
Ouch.
that's going to be.
He only gets 11 soak on that.
Hmm.
So 25 pen 5, so that's basically 30 minus 11
Hmm.
is 19.
That killed the average space marine, so
19 went
it
through.
cuts him in half.
Fuck.
Average.
It's cut in half. But it's like it was.
It phased through the armor.
Yeah.
So the armor's largely untouched. He's fucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the armor's cut in
It's
half.
thick.
Oh, the armor
but
is still cut in
so
half.
perfectly
Ah.
that there appears to be no damage. Just like a cheese wire had cut a block of cheese.
Or a neck from the head.
Except this was a big sword.
Or a cheese wire cut a neck from the
At
head.
times
yes.
like this, I'm glad I'm not a melee specialist.
It's like a lightsaber through butter.
And what's the other guy doing?
Or a lightsaber through younglings.
Lightsaber for
The other
basically
one's
anything.
moving- the other one is charging him.
He's charged
Oh,
that.
sorry. The one's attacking him.
Like a me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. 84. Missed.
So briefly, they were both in melee.
But then it hits you with his shield because they have dual wielder.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
Bastard.
I will attempt. I will
The
attempt to
shield is
dodge.
not nearly as dangerous as the hyperface sword.
Oh, I
So
figured.
yes, we try and dodge.
Oh fuck! There's no other bonuses, is there?
No,
I fail by
take-
2
you take
points.
10 damage.
Oh.
10 damage with a pen of 0.
Okay, I take
Fine.
no damage.
Yeah, which is it's basically just slamming you with the shield. It's the shield's a weapon, but it has no. It's essentially an improvised weapon.
Yeah.
Whereas the hyperface sword can cut through a tank.
Yes.
You're up, Buttercup.
That's I still would
Okay,
have had
so-
8 points to go
Shoot them
through, provided it was in my
One
chest.
is in melee and one isn't.
I'm going to shoot at the one in melee. No, I'm just going to not.
I'm gonna shoot the one in melee.
Oh.
Because I can.
Pass by 2 points.
So one hit.
So you did a me then, basically.
What does it hit?
The one not in melee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hits.
Woohoo!
Roll 2 dice.
Come on, do 1 point of damage.
Yeah, crap. I rolled a 4 there.
So, yeah, 1 and 3.
Yay, we graze buddies.
Done.
Right, Dauntus is sort of half-heartedly charging towards towards the last 2 guards.
He doesn't half-heartedly
There's
do
nothing
anything.
I can do.
There's
So.
something
Oh.
wrong.
Because he's frenzied, he'd be ignoring the pain, I think, still.
Yeah.
So at the
Yeah.
very least, he's moving as hard as he can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't help him, so there's no point in me trying to get to him. When I could be shooting the fuckers. I'm gonna shoot at the one in melee because I can.
Yep.
Reasonable.
Half action, semi. So 2 are gonna hit. Are they hitting?
Yes. No.
Ah, so 1 hits. That's fine.
Yes and no.
Oh.
So that
That's pretty good.
is 5 go 5 go through
So I go through.
on the one in melee.
Yep.
Cool. Barthius,
Okay.
do something.
So
You out of ammo, your head bolter.
no. I've gone through half my clip.
Oh right, okay.
Good job he reloaded quietly.
Yeah.
It's a full-on belt.
Oh yeah. So I'm halfway through the belt. So I'm going to continue firing at the same one that's still standing. So half action aim, full auto burst.
I'm sure most Dead Space Marines aren't going to need all of their heavy ammo.
I'm gonna. I am
You
going.
can't use it.
No, I meant for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm spending a point to re-roll that.
But one of them you have to dig for it.
Damn. Fuck that.
So that is
Then it might be ruined because it's
59.
fused with parts of the floor.
Yeah, it looks like to me.
So
Imagine
that's
being teleported
2 degrees of
inside
success plus
something.
1 for a droid, so 3 degrees of success, so 4 hits.
4 hits. Damn.
Do they now?
Yes.
4,
No.
3,
No.
2,
Oh no!
No.
1 hit.
Only 1 hit.
Fuck!
Oh, he's got-
Go home.
Come on! 1 point goes through.
Well done.
This is not the kind of consistent I
Isn't
want you
it
to
a
be,
4?
Merlan.
See, the rest of them, it's like, yes, damage!
Man, isn't rolling a 4 1 going through?
No, rolling a 4 is break even.
Right.
Yeah, because his has less damage than a Space Marine one.
Yeah, because it's.
Checking.
In that case, I managed to do a
Yeah,
0 shot
yeah,
before.
heavy bolters D10 plus 8.
Yeah.
Whereas
With
Legions
a pen
are
of- with a
plus
pen of
9.
5.
Fine, yeah.
I thought full.
So basically, I need 12.
Full
No,
points.
a Legion heavy
Yeah,
bolter
4.
is
Oh.
D10
Oh.
plus 12.
I was talking
Yeah.
about the Legion bolter, not the heavy bolter,
Yeah,
because
okay.
what they've
Yeah.
got swinging at the moment.
Cool.
Yeah, his heavy bolter is more powerful than your bolter.
But, I can only do
But
4 auto
and he
bursts.
has to brace it.
Yeah, so if I have to dodge or anything like that, then it's like half action,
No,
brace.
Legion
I
air
use
bolters are
my-
+9.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
wow. Damn. Okay, yeah, so he's just got the rate of fire.
Then what-
He's just got the extra
then
rate
what
of
was
fire
that
range then.
Oh yeah, Legion heavy bolters.
Yeah, heavy bolters are +12.
That's heavy bolter.
Yeah.
Plus 8.
Yeah.
Bolters are plus 9.
Ah, right, I see.
The only difference is you've got a 60 round belt and 50 metres extra range and 1 extra pen.
So,
Because you stole it from the bank.
back out to me. So I'm going to half action aim and then swift attack.
Yep.
Well, eventually I'll run out. Anyway, I've got 24 rounds left.
Sakes, can't fucking hit anything.
Oh, damn.
You know what happened? You know what happened?
No, don't
Vampiring.
fucking blame me. Don't
He's
blame me.
vampiring.
Don't blame me.
He's vampiring again.
I can't. How can I be? I'm doing
Enemy.
worse now.
And he's supposed to be the one playing the space vampire. Or wannabe space vampire.
Okay, right, a hit.
Is that on me?
Yes. This
Is
a
that
hit.
with the sword?
Yes, it's a 19 hit.
Okay,
So
I will.
parry or dodge or
I will attempt the dodge.
okay.
That is 3 degrees of dodge.
3 degrees of dodge.
I have a 50 agility plus 10.
Yeah.
So
Dodge.
60 total.
You dodge!
Why can't I hit like that?
As it takes a perfect slice off the top of your pauldrons.
Oh! It removes, just because, you know, I move like that, it removes the Black Legion symbol showing the winged skull of Nostromo underneath.
Snazzy!
So hopefully this is going to be like thanks.
So that was the enemy.
Yeah, I can do better now.
Come on, there's just the 2 left. You can
Tara.
you can take these.
Okay.
Do it!
Half action aim and burst. Spend.
Oh,
Nice
shit!
use of spend, he was going to aim.
We'll smoking break after this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just thinking that
Yeah.
actually.
Oh,
So, and these guys are plus 10 for being massive, aren't
Yeah,
Yeah.
plus 10 for being hulking.
they?
Yeah.
6 degrees of success.
So
Nice.
all 3 are going to hit.
Yeah. But it's do all 3 hits.
Yep.
5 are going to hit. Not
3.
Oh, sorry, 3. I mean,
You're
2
used
are
to
gonna
me and my
hit.
heavy bolter.
No, it's- One's going to hit.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, this one is extra.
Zealous
result-
hatred!
Zealous hatred.
Roll to hit again.
Roll to hit again.
That one.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 10 damage, or a 10, a minimum 10 that you've rolled.
Nope.
No.
Ah.
That's still 10 damage,
Still 10
so
damage.
that's still 6
Yeah.
going through.
Yes.
It was only one
still,
hit went
still
through.
solid,
in the end.
only one hit. So yeah. So 6 damage going through.
Yeah, this one, you know, that we're firing at, he's just a resistant bastard, isn't he?
Yeah.
They're all resistant.
Yeah, but, you know, the other ones seem to be a bit easier than
Go on,
this.
who's shooting next?
It's done.
Okay.
So
He's still moving.
He's going to fire them blades.
Right, he charges. The one that's not in melee.
Cool.
He can swift attack, as you found out.
Witness.
Roll the 1!
Yay!
No shit!
I'm so glad it's for Don and not the enemy.
Right?
There is a glint in
Packs of
Don's
heaven.
eye
Packs of heaven
as he
that
finds the
play a
perfect
character.
striking point.
6, okay, so that's 14. That's plus 12, so it's going to be 26 damage. With a
Nice.
pen of 5. So
Dang.
6, 5, that puts it down to 3, so that means that's 12. So it's 13 damage.
Get
21
K-book.
Right, that one is very almost
Wouldn't it
dead.
be 14 damage? 31 minus
Oh.
17.
14 damage. Okay, yeah. Well, that one's into crit.
Yay!
Woo!
My turn.
As Don says,
Yeah, so I'm going to be shooting at the one in melee with the new guy.
they're all in melee now.
Well, with the new guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
with the new guy.
Not the one that Don is fucking up.
We'll let him have this one.
Yeah.
Everybody gets 1.
So that's 2 degrees, so 2 are going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Or 2 hitting. Are they actually?
Yes, both of them.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's 5 on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 on the second one.
The first one.
Damage.
2 and then a 5. Okay.
So who's next?
Yeah. Everyone's in melee, so probably best for you not to
Buses.
shoot your heavy bolter.
No.
Yeah, both of the enemy.
Yeah, pissing off a space marine's not
The
wise.
heavy bolt is smoking at the moment.
Yeah.
The muzzle is glowing on your heavy bolt.
Yeah.
Just leave it a while.
Right, there was that one that I dropped, which isn't quite dead yet, is it?
Yeah, Don just stabbed on its face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got coup de
Piss on
grace.
the end of the bolter. Cool it down quicker.
No, it's fine.
So everyone's in melee.
So you're gonna pick up your heavy bolt and move forward.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just just going to advance forward,
Yeah.
and just keep running.
Run forward.
So-
Right, who's next?
Right, so I'm going to try another half action aim and fucking swift attack.
Yep.
This is when I run in and it's like you
Just pass.
Okay, so one hit.
Yes.
Okay, so one hit with the Legion Power Sword.
Yep. So
Okay.
D10 plus 6 plus
Yep.
strength.
Yep.
21 pen 6. So
21 pen
that's.
6.
21 pen 6. That's 10 through.
10 through. Hoo. Okay.
That was with a roll of.
Enemy.
Enemy.
Roll out.
Access denied.
Yeah,
Right.
standing
This
enemies.
is you.
Good.
And hit, but shield bashes you.
I will attempt to dodge.
Okay.
I will not dodge.
Why
Okay.
did you dodge?
Okay, so
This is the bad fault. Fuck you.
14 damage. No pen.
I
You're good.
ignore it.
Okay. And then
Dum.
Ooh.
Ooh. That is not a good sound.
No, no, this can't happen.
Don't kill Donatus when Lucy's not here.
Yeah, it strikes Donatus.
Oh!
Donatus is going down.
It's going down. I'm yelling timber.
Kara.
Right, so
It's not in melee
The
anymore.
thing is, the one that got him was crippled on what do you call crit. So basically, as Lord Donatus was getting ready for, as it was ready to do the coup de grace, it's got a cheeky shot.
JK.
okay, so the one that's now no longer in melee,
Mhm.
half action aim, button burst, yada yada.
Yeah,
He is on the ground, so he's.
but I'm not quite. No, he's not quite on the ground. One
Ooh, pass
Mm-hmm.
by
So
a
one's
point.
gonna hit.
But
one
8
hitting?
points.
Yep.
One is hitting.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I just took the case there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I felt
Yep,
something.
4 points of damage.
4 points.
Yep, 4
Okay,
went
to what
through.
location?
Um,
What was the roll?
60.
66.
So in 66, body.
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 66. What is 66?
Okay, force the blast as the target scalding.
Body shot.
Knocked backwards, stunned for a round, prone.
Cool. Now he's prone. Woo.
Prone circle kicking!
Donatus is on the ground.
Yeah.
My turn.
Indeterminate status.
I'm shooting at the one you're
Yep.
dealing with. Half action, semi. I'm going to spend my
Ooh.
first one of the session.
Damn.
Worth it.
Nice.
So that is 3 degrees.
Yep.
So
2 hit.
2
Two
hits.
hits.
Blasted shields.
Is that including the plus 10
One
because
hit.
they're big?
One hit.
No.
So 3 hit because the plus 10 for it's
Okay,
4
three
degrees.
hits. One hit.
Yeah.
Only one hit.
Only 1 hits. Alright. 1 damage went through.
Okay. Ooh, sickles.
Seriously?
These are really resistant against shooting and really dangerous in melee.
Mm.
Why do you think I haven't gone up close yet?
Varsius.
Mr. loves his power axe, is shooting.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm still advancing because obviously everyone's in ready combat with it.
Do you know that the Hive Face Sword is D10 damage plus 14, pen 5. Balanced power field.
Nice. That is awesome.
So I am
Yeah,
now
the
a
balance
total
really
of
helps with
42
blocking,
meters closer because
Okay.
I can do
I will-
21.
You're up.
Hence
I
why
will-
was able to parry
Yeah.
Dantos, yeah.
Yeah, so I will half action aim and swift again. Fuck. Like,
You suck.
fuck, man. 1 degree of fail on that one.
enemy.
This is by your favourite numbers.
Yeah, because
as
one
well.
of them is down and one of them is
Yeah,
attacking him.
you have a charmed life. It's missed you. Its weapon
What
skill.
would be a child life? Neither of us could hit each other.
Its weapon skill is
Hoisted by your
45.
favourite
Its
number.
weapon skill is 45, and it rolled a 50 and a 73.
I mean, this probably looks like an awesome fight. It's just neither of us killing each other.
Damn! He rolled a 2.
Boy!
Nice. How many hits is that?
So that's all. So all 3 hits.
Three.
Yeah. Is that against the one that's still standing in melee against me? Yeah? Or is that the
2
one on the floor?
hits.
Is
One
that
standing.
None of them hit.
Oh!
Shit!
Phew. Scattering off everywhere.
Okay, you next, isn't it?
well, yeah,
'Cause
because
Don
Dontus
can't.
is down. It's my turn next.
Fucking bastard.
Yeah,
Shields, man.
Yeah.
they were roughly 100 metres away when we started from
Yeah.
the doorway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
3.
10.
Nice.
Right, so I'm not
So
celebrating
one hit.
yet.
So gunfire goes off as I'm
Still
just
one hit.
basically advancing forward.
That's 1 hit.
1 hit.
If he's still alive by the time I get to the front, then that's going to be fucking ridiculous.
Stupid metallic bastards.
Hey!
Hey!
Yeah, these weapon bolts was good because it was just flooding them with hits.
Mm.
I still get the plus because they're
You
huge.
can hear
don't I?
bolt rounds whizzing around you.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And damage.
It's like, oh, it's being in the war zone.
Okay, so that would have been 6. So that's 11 through
For the newcomer. Okay.
on the one with the newcomer. Yeah,
Right.
11 through.
Target's chest explodes. Yeah, the river is guts, except this isn't guts, this is machinery. Target killed instantly.
River of wheels.
Well, not just white.
Gears, circuit boards,
Yeah.
wires, and oil.
Mm.
So as his chest explodes, I'll just reach forward and push him over the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was me.
Tap with the sword. Ding. Yeah, touch it last.
And are we going to be out of initiative as the other one is
Yes.
on the ground?
The other one's on the
It-
ground.
I'll say
You can
because
stab
because
him in
I
the
get
head.
round before it's unstunned, I will come over and just coup de
Coup de
grace.
grace.
And I'll just stick the power sword to its face.
Right.
Fucking take off.
The echo, right, the echo of the last sort of gunshot fades away, and you're left in the scene of devastation. Dantus is alive, according to your heads-up display and your helmet, but unconscious and
Bleeding out.
you can see that both his primary and secondary hearts are working overtime.
Shit.
But he's going into sort of he's gone into the sort of torpor that Space Marines go into to heal. So, let's say the
Heading over to Don because you
Yeah.
know, kind of fucked.
right. You can see from Dantus's armour. There's a cut in Dantus's armour. It's incredibly thin. It's gone all the way through, and there's blood sort of. Well, the blood is starting to clot now, but there's been a huge amount of blood coming out of this. It's like the equivalent of a paper cut but on metal.
The Space Marine who died next to me,
Yeah.
I take his helmet off,
Yeah.
chain it to my side,
Mhm.
take his chain axe, stick that on my side for now,
Yeah.
and walk over to where the
Don't you have your own helmet?
yeah
Spare.
spare parts.
I reload my gun and take the ammo out of one of the fallen's guns.
You have a bolt pistol as well if you want that.
I'll take it and put
Any
it in
ammo?
just so I've got a spare weapon for
Actually,
that.
yeah, I'll take one of the entire guns.
Yeah, go over to the big bad evil guy as well.
There's nothing I can do to help. Don at the
Donta
moment.
seems to be in a stable condition.
Great. I'll also take a chainsaw and helmet spare parts.
Yeah, I'll walk over to where the big bad guy fell down and check and see whether he's actually dead or if he just fell over.
Nope. It's just a sort of a his entire sort of chest cavity is just smashed or blown open, and the light has gone out from his single eye.
Okay, that's fine. I take it his weird tremor thing is no longer glowing. His staff or whatever
No.
case was.
Well, yeah. I mean, the stuff isn't attached to him. Unlike most of the others, other guys, it's not attached to him.
Yeah, so I'll pick it up, have a look at it.
Okay, it's
Tara.
fairly heavy.
Get to the panel he was on. See if there's anything you can do.
Right.
Do you know who this guy is?
Does there seem anything interesting about it?
Well, looks pretty nice. It looks like that picture I showed you. It's got there's the big glowy bit on the end, which isn't really glowing anymore. It's like a sort of spade, almost like a spade type end, little axe head type other end, and yeah.
Sure. Okay, so I will start walking over to where she is, look her up and down, notice the armor modifications. My helmet's still on, so you can't see my facial expression. I'll hand you the staff and say, you killed it. That would be your trophy.
Thank you. And you are?
Savarian. With this band of Black Legion to a necessity more than choice.
Understood. I'm Pandorica. That's Terabite. That's Donatus. And that's Varsius.
Hi.
So, the ones I teleported down with are dead. Largely a waste. How about yours? Is he still alive or is he dead?
Alive.
Okay. May I? Okay, I will use Medicaid.
Holy shit!
Someone here has Medicaid!
Someone's got skills.
Yeah, come on, heal, bitch.
Oh, it's like a train, isn't it?
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
Has it? Doesn't mean it's going to work.
Oh, Bard heals.
Does using a Medikit give any bonuses, or is it just the Medicaid roll?
This is the Medicaid roll.
Fail by 3 points.
Yeah. This is more. This isn't just sort of. This is more than just battlefield first aid can do. As I say, Donatus appears to have gone to torpor.
He appears to have gone into his.
Torpor is a torpor. It's kind of hibernation.
Okay.
Most Space Marines have it. Essentially, if they get too badly injured, they will fall into a coma.
He appears to have fallen into a stasis coma. He will live, but he will need attention.
It obviously reduces,
more than I can
reduces
give.
the amount of oxygen being used by all their organs, so their brain can stay alive, and allows their body to heal a bit faster.
Bear nap.
Thank you.
Yeah, basically bear nap. Yeah.
So those gits were hard.
Yes.
I fly over to the panel where the boss originally was when we spawned.
Okay, give me a. What do you want to do? Do you want to do tech use, or do you want to do logic, or do you want to do Xenos? Xenos.
Always tech use.
Okay, -10.
Yeah, but I'm still +10 compared to just using my logic.
Yep.
I think anyway, where's my logic?
Beep boop beep boop boop.
Yes, yes I am. So
Nice.
intelligence and then +10. So 4 degrees of success.
Okay. So yeah, on the slab, on one of the slabs on the monolith that he was working on, it seemed like that the slab had sort of moved away, revealing the control surface underneath. This looks very similar to the wormhole generator that you came through previously.
Right.
You think you can again by cross-referencing the symbols you've already seen, you know what this location is, but there's only one travel location on this wormhole.
Yeah. Where does that seem to point?
Well,
somewhere.
It says to the core, but you thought you were already in the core.
Okay, something doesn't make sense here.
Alright, while you were doing that, Cassus,
The lower core.
you said you were with them out of necessity. How about joining us out of choice?
Well, with a smaller warband, I'd have more chance to use my actual abilities rather than wasting them on these.
Recruiting!
Well, to be fair, I'm not so much of a fan of the other guys, so yeah.
You can see
Sorry,
your
what
pact later.
What did we name our
Is
group?
it Doom Science?
Doom Science, yeah.
Welcome to the Doom Science.
Oh, by the way, this is planet. This is ours. We did this.
I brushed the remainder of what's left of the Black Legion symbol that got smashed up by the fight
Yeah.
before,
Or
fully showing off the Nostradamus skull.
All you need to do is invest just a small portion of your time, and it could multiply over.
And so,
And the 16th
Stop
of your
pyramid scheming!
soul. And the 16th of your soul.
That's mine, by the way.
I think you should all form a tontine, a soul tontine. Dark tontine.
But I can't win that.
It's one of them when it's at home.
There's actually stats for the for a creature there's actually a demon called the Keeper of the Dark Tontine for Dark Heresy.
Yeah, so what's one of them at
A
home?
Deadpool.
Yeah,
Right.
Tontine is a Deadpool.
Whoever's still alive gets everything at the end.
Yeah, but you put your souls in because you get it with some chaos cults. They form a Dark Tontine, which means they all dedicate their souls. They all make a pact, and then as they die or as they kill each other, it'll end up with one essentially having the power of all the other souls and getting lots of gnarly powers.
Cool.
So yeah, metal Deadpool.
Cool.
I've just another thought. How many more Dead Space Marines did we have that weren't? So the rest of us that like have accessible armor.
Two.
Two with you. One is on the ground.
Yeah, one's
Well,
on
one's
the ground.
in the ground.
One's on the ground injured.
And
one who fell and smashed his legs up.
Ah.
He fell from a great height. Essentially, he materialised just inside the chamber, fell down and smashed his legs. So he's technically still alive.
One died in melee, one died being shot, and then there's the guy with the crippled legs.
Yeah.
And one guy on the floor.
Oh yeah, the guy on the floor
And
is
the hand.
largely relevant.
Yeah. The guy materialised in the floor.
Yeah, so you still have one alive.
Yeah, the one who
Incapacitated.
got shot. There's bits around because he got obliterated. Yeah, he got smashed. It's like it looks like he got hit by a train.
Right.
Based on the fact that they couldn't pin anything down more than a teleport signature, I walk over to the one who's broken his legs but is still alive.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's he's
Helmet
semi-conscious.
Yeah, I'll take his helmet off of him,
Yeah.
and I will look into his eyes with my jet black ones.
Yeah.
Nothing personal, kid.
Take my Legion combat knife out and say,
Severin, you dog!
"You always wasted my talents anyway." And I jam the knife straight up through, and just push it right into.
So as
Right
a
into
human,
President's
it's
brain.
my responsibility to go, damn!
So take that out. Take his helmet,
Yeah.
chain it up,
Mm-hmm.
get the other two helmets. Other one helmet. Sorry, because the other one's on the ground. So I've got
he
3
picked it
helmets. Oh, you got one of the helmets. Sorry,
Yeah.
the other one helmet then.
Yeah.
That
You
the guy
have
just
two
had.
helmets.
Yeah,
Here's one.
one's a bit bashed up from where because he took the full force of the tremor staff.
And I'll have a quick look and see if any of the armor looks better than pieces I'm currently wearing.
Man, you haven't got time to start taking off the chest plates and power supplies.
Oh no, the power supply on mine's fine.
Power
It's
supply?
more just to see if there's like a
It
gauntlet
would take
here
you
or
Yeah.
a leg piece there.
Yeah, you get a few bits. Take a few nice sort of
So Tara.
power couplings and stuff. And
Yeah, because
some
I chain them up for now. It's not something I'll take
stick 'em-
time fucking
stick 'em
out
in your
with.
bag. Yeah.
So what's the issue?
The only transport location for this fucking thing is the core.
But we're in the core.
I'm guessing there's a lower core.
Oh wait, that thing did mention something about
He
trying
was
to
bringing
resurrect
something out.
someone.
Oh, great.
Well, I imagine that you have a reason for being down here. I imagine that core is it.
Yeah.
I have a way to deal with that core, if that's what the plan is.
It is.
That's the plan. Right, get it ready.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Ju.
Yep.
And then a door. The shape of the door falls away a few inches into the stone, and then another wormhole appears in that space.
Do you know if we'll be able to get back?
Does it look like there's a return signal coming from where it would be?
Does it look like a
Yes.
one-way
Well-
trip?
Well, if it's like the other one, then yes.
In theory, yes, but don't hold me to that.
It's strange
Because if we
technology.
go through it and can't come back, we can't leave Donatus here.
But then again, we can't exactly drag him around either. No offense, he's a bit heavy.
He will be a severe liability in combat. and taking him into another unknown area where there could be more combat leaves him open to more vulnerable fire.
But if we leave him here unguarded, he is being left open to anyone that walks in.
And move Dontus to the side of the walkway and just cover him in the remains of the Necrons.
That won't work. We know that they take the bodies of the fallen to reuse them.
I make a dog pile of the other bodies.
It is probably the best you will get for the time being. Dragging him through exposes him to needless danger.
Yeah.
And dealing with this in the manner that it may need to be dealt with, trying to drag a large body out of an explosion is not easy.
No. Right, let's go.
Okay, you all step through the wormhole.
I hate this part.
You step through the portal and into nothingness. There is a blinding flash of green light, and suddenly you find yourself falling. You flail wildly, desperately grasping at an edge. You're falling down a circular shaft that appears bottomless. If it weren't for the energy that's constantly arcing around the cavern walls, you'd think that it would lead into the planet's very core. The Necrons defended this area fiercely. It's obviously important to them.
As we're falling, I disable my maglev, getting ready to boost it like fuck when I get close to the bottom.
Okay.
You say there's a wall type thing, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, there are. You're falling.
Mm-hmm.
There are edges. Yes, there is a wall to the shaft.
Cool. I'm going to try and stab my knife into the side of it to slow my descent.
Okay.
Sorry, it's like Bill and Ted when they're falling in the endless pit.
If it works, I will try to grab one of them as it's happening, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that I can... Probably him, yeah. He's the lightest.
Okay, everyone take an athletics check, -20. Unless you have some other way to arrest your fall.
Which I do!
Come on, 15!
So you guys are going to be like, whereas I just gracefully land Iron Man style.
So,
oh wow.
My strength work for my armor, so
any higher, that would have been a critical fail.
So you're flailing, trying desperately to grab, and I'm about to get ready to Iron Man landing.
I'm not.
And can I also do like an agility or something to try and grab him?
Athletics.
It'd be an athletics.
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I fail.
How high is a critical fail, by the way?
100.
Okay, that's fine.
I passed by a degree to grab him at the same time. You're fucking lucky. I stabbed into the wall to stop myself and grabbed you.
Right, you go.
Yeah, I was properly flailing.
Yeah, it slows you down, and then the end of the blade snaps onto your weight. But you've slowed yourself down enough that you land. You superhero land on a platform below.
Boom! Splat!
And I just majestically lower.
Okay.
I failed.
That's broken. As I'm holding the handle of my knife.
Take 18 damage.
Is that reduced?
Reduced for armour and...
toughness.
Okay, so 2.
Yeah. Bam!
At least you didn't break your legs, you're like your friend.
At least this one can actually fall.
See what would happen if we brought Donatus through?
This is why I hate tech.
As I've landed, I'm looking at the pommel or handle or whatever it is of my knife and just discard it. Useless.
Not doing too bad.
Yeah, so how did you actually grab me? Did you basically just sort of...
Basically, by the scruff of your shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, and you managed to stop me from hitting the deck, basically.
As hard. We still hit the deck, but because I stopped us, I lowered our momentum so it didn't hurt you.
Okay.
So I land gracefully, you wouldn't have.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, you were Iron Man falling in New York, and she Hulk grabbed you.
Okay. Basically, You're on a platform that runs around sort of the edge of this shaft. Sort of some 100 meters below. It seems the ground seems to be. You can just about see the ground in the gloom. It seems to be covered in sand.
I hate sand. Of course, it gets everywhere.
And it's opening up into a huge chamber. And it seems like there's thousands of these massive sort of Tesla sort of emitter type things sort of studding the ground below you.
So it's really, really dark in here.
Yeah, there's a glow from the wall. There's a glow from all the cracks in the wall.
Okay. I have dark sight.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sure I have some tech in my health.
The catwalk descends directly towards the apex of a massive set pyramid, more than 80 meters high. The pyramid is assembled from black flat stone and seems to absorb all the light from the flashes of energy around it. Golden hieroglyphs are carved into much of the structure's surface. Some portions of the structure glow with the light that comes from within the structure, or is possibly merely a reflection of the constant flashes. Even from here, you can see an opening at the pyramid's top, where the catwalk ends. So you need to climb down some ways, climb down a way, and then you can get onto this catwalk that goes above the pyramid.
Cool.
So imagine a huge shaft coming down into a chamber with this pyramid in the middle.
Ah, these things didn't think much of architecture, did they?
Just climb down.
Who can climb?
That's athletics as well, isn't it?
Yes. This will be routine.
Ish.
Plus 20.
Hold on.
Plus 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I throw you on my back.
Oh, fuck it.
Still got the.
Damn.
5 degrees of success.
No, you're fine.
Did you? Even though
He needs a strength check to hold on to me, doesn't he?
Strength check. You guys had a good laugh or a bad laugh?
Fail by nearly 2 degrees.
Okay, take 10 damage.
Yeah, so armor and that still take off.
Yep.
1 point goes through.
5 degrees of success to climb down.
Yep, you're fine.
It's
You reach to the bottom and he slips off.
Well, if it's feasible for me to float down, I will. If
You
not,
can.
free. Okay, cool.
because you can't just fly anywhere because there is a metallic wall next to you.
Yeah.
Your maglev grace is able to use that.
So basically you've gone...
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you stay near the wall.
I look smooth as fuck.
As I'm just climbing
Because
down, no problem.
Yeah,
your power armor mag boots won't stick to this.
Yes.
So I'm climbing down, no problem. You're climbing down, no problem. You're hovering down, no problem. And you fucking fall like a twat.
Yeah, I thought.
I was tempted to put him on my back.
Oh no, that's the thing. I was, I was grabbing the hold of, her back, but I still failed. So.
Oh,
Yeah, he was on my back.
dumbass.
Okay, you come to the walkway which runs past the very tip of the pyramid. You're now that you're sort of out of the shaft above, you can see the cavern goes on as far as the eye can see, with all these glowing emitters sort of shooting off lightning towards the pyramid, which it just seems to absorb. There, there's a lot.
Towards the pyramid.
Any clue? Do you know somewhat about them? What is it?
Well, currently, my best guess.
Don't guess.
Give me an awareness.
Figure it out.
Awareness.
Is that all of us or just him?
Good for now.
Fuck
Critical
sakes. It's
Wow.
dark. It's really dark.
You've gone blind.
You say critical?
Yeah. My eyes burst. No.
You touch the door, and you take 18 energy damage.
This just from looking.
No, from touching it.
Oh fuck. Do I get?
Yes, armor and toughness apply.
Oh shit.
A lot of damage.
-4.
-4.
So, fuck.
Them's the brakes on a critical fail.
Them's is the brakes on the critical fail.
I might not be dead.
Right, so I'm wearing my helmet, but you'd expect me to be doing this, but I'm doing this on my helmet.
So I'd imagine it's just
The
like
shock-
-4 shouldn't kill me.
The shock, the shock of the attack causes the character to temporarily lose control of his autonomous functions. He is stunned for 1 round, knocked prone. The arm is useless for 1d10 rounds.
So you just got ultimately tased.
So, what's the D10 roll? How many rounds? Is
well,
he fucked
because
for?
I'm normally right-handed, then it makes sense it'll be my right arm.
Yeah. Do you want to roll? Shall I roll?
I
You
don't
roll.
mind.
But
Roll
Just a D10.
Yeah,
3.
Sorry.
that's why I said you roll it.
Yeah, your left arm is completely useless. You can't feel it.
Yeah, okay, my left
You
arm.
can feel lots of pins and needles in it, but that's about it. And it smells of bacon in here.
Oh yeah, shit! I've been taking damage. So how many points of fatigue should I be on?
That'll be 1 point. 2 points fatigue.
Yeah. And how many before I fall unconscious from fatigue?
Equal to your toughness bonus.
Cool. 1 more.
God damn it.
Right. So you have noticed through trial and error that there appears to be a faint glimmer of an energy field blocking the doorway.
It's like
Anyone who makes contact with it immediately suffers D10 plus 5 energy damage.
It's like
You're
this bastard.
Give me a minus
Place.
20 tech use.
So a flat
Tech
intelligence.
use, yep.
You can do it!
If you suffer...
Oh, yes, you can!
Yep.
So that's passed by 5 degrees.
Right, yep. Your mechanites start probing the edge of the door. You're able to find the emitters and short the thing out.
And just charge up my lumen shock and got it.
It's like good.
Right.
Literally just gonna...
Yeah.
Right, the interior of the energy core is in sharp contrast to the artistry of its exterior. The building's interior architecture seems to be little more than a haphazardly assembled series of mechanical and electronic systems. Countless coiled wires, beams, pipes and strange devices of unknown function, all connected by countless platforms, catwalks and crackling with flickers of green energy. Hundreds of kilometres of cable, singly and in bundles, are draped at random throughout the structure. Enormous piles of thousands of cloudy, broken black crystals occupy much of the interior. Fragments of these broken crystals litter the floor and crumble underfoot. As you work your way into the centre of the structure, you find a neatly ordered grouping of several thousand crystals that glow with a pale green light. Adjacent to these, a dais emerges from the floor of the building. Atop the dais rests a massive golden sarcophagus which shimmers with the brackish light of the crystals. However, the sarcophagus is partially destroyed, its top crushed in where a massive metal slab came crashing down on top of it.
Yeah, so I'm holding him under my left arm.
I unclip something from just on my back and reveal a melter bomb.
Oh, I like seeing those.
That's gonna be a lot of damage.
Power axe in one hand, bolter in the other.
Okay,
As I get my bolt pistol.
so I will have my power sword out and the melter bomb in my offhand.
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep a look around, see if I can see any movement.
In the
When you're
interest-
currently just like this.
In the interest of attempting to be quiet, I'm going to roll stealth and fail.
Stealth mode activated. Smash, smash. No.
Right.
It's too bright and heady, Stealthy.
Right. Anyone wishes to give me a Xenos, vanilla Xenos at minus 20?
You're
I
up
take it.
by
I take it. The
30.
fatigue only counts as physical.
No, cast for all skills because in much the way that if I was to much the way that if you try to do a maths exam with a headache, it's more difficult.
Okay, the only way I can pass this is if I roll an 8 or lower.
Oh crap!
Try it. You never know.
No. So it's like,
No,
brain's too tired, thinky bad right now.
Thinky, no good. Anyone else got this?
No.
See, I told you my impression of him was Malcolm.
No.
I'm attempted to be quiet. I think I'm crushing crystals as I fucking move, and it's like, this place, you just can't be quiet in here.
Yeah, I can't really do an untrained Venus, so no. I don't even think I'd get close for like a tech use or a warp or anything.
I don't have Xenos, so it's nothing I can do to help.
Okay, so you've worked your way down through the catwalks to the bottom of the pyramid. This is where you got the dais with the gold sarcophagus. As I said, it looks like a panel has fallen out the ceiling and crushed the sarcophagus, or partially crushed it.
Okay, still going over to where the sarcophagus is.
Yeah.
Same,
Yeah.
but
But I'm going to
Alright,
put him
first.
down.
Yeah,
I'm going to
pass
put
it out.
him down before I get there.
His arm's probably alright now.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you say it's been a few rounds? Well,
Yes, your arm is back.
He's like, I'm gonna feel my arm again.
Wonderful. As
It
I'm walking
hurts.
forward.
Yeah, it hurts. It smells funny.
Yeah, so step up onto the dice.
Shall we remove it? The top.
Not entirely sure it's necessary. I couldn't say I know much more about these things
The
than
top is
most of us.
partially removed, is sort of off anyway, off kilter from the impact. You just look inside.
What can we see?
Yeah.
Well, basically you can see that guy, except he is like there is no light in his eyes. There is no movement. His entire chest is crushed. He looks a lot more. He looks easily as ornate as the individual you just defeated in
The chest cavity.
Yes.
That's his name now. The chest cavity.
But but although this one seems to have slightly sort of more ornate crest on his head construct.
What do you see?
A creature.
a
One
rusting
of those
bastard.
things.
How long shall I set the timer for? You seem
long
to
did
know
it-
your way around.
How
some
long
of
did it
these
take
things.
us to get down here?
Well, I would have. Frankly, my character has an eidetic memory, so how long did it take for us to teleport down to here?
No, walk down the steps, sort of
That,
thing.
actually, yeah.
Well, it took you 10 minutes to carefully climb down the shaft,
Right.
and probably another 10 minutes going through through all the catworks in the pyramid.
It took us.
So it probably took you longer than that to climb back up.
It took us 20 minutes to get down here. It'll take us longer to get up there. I think an hour would possibly be our safest, but I don't like it. But
I don't like it when DMs say that. It's, oh, that's awesome. No.
Okay, so I'll set the melter bomb with a 1 hour timer, and pop it into that little gap.
What, in the sarcophagus?
Yep.
Yep.
Pop it in the
I'm
gap.
presuming that the sarcophagus is fairly central to the pyramid anyway.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. You're not sure what that will do. That might just melt the sarcophagus.
Well, as long as it's inside
As long
with
as- yeah.
it, then
You
that's.
think you need to plant more, or to do more to all the other apparatus around here.
Well, if the melter bomb at least eliminates that, I imagine, given how much pomp and fare this thing is buried with, that will at least throw them back some.
And this
Yeah,
is the
you're
central
Looking at
point.
the structure,
Mhm.
where's its weakest point?
What role would that be?
Oh, that's going to be a
Because-
difficult tech use roll.
Because Lizzie knows that with
Difficult
pyramids,
minus
if
20?
you move one block, the entire
Is
thing will
difficult
crumble.
minus 20?
Yes.
But I wouldn't know that in character.
To be fair,
Spend-
these are Xenos tech anyway,
I have
so
fucking no idea.
they
No,
may not
yeah.
work
I'm
on the same
gonna
rules.
As
try.
I said, all the way all
See
the
if I can get an
wires
18.
and other devices around, it just seems random.
Holy shit!
shit, you got it.
Xenos
I
roll
fucking
of
got
1.
it.
Critical success.
Fucking hell.
Was that a tech roll to figure out weaknesses or a Xenos roll?
No, that was a tech roll to figure that out.
Right.
So that is still
critical.
it's a critical success. So
right. From looking there, from seeing all these large nodes and pieces of machinery and pipes and cables, you just there'll be several points. You'd have to detonate several points at once to cause a sort of a massive cascade. You think the system's resilient enough to take localized damage?
Yeah, so, well, judging by this place, it's it's structural enough to take a lot of localized damage. So we need to find several points to weaken it. Like
I have one. We do not have enough ordnance to do that.
The size of the room.
I mean, unless you have some hidden somewhere.
Where are all of the demolition explosives?
Didn't bring them with us.
Crap.
They're with all mooks.
Yeah.
Died.
Crap.
I have 2 frags, and that's not going to be enough.
Again, this one seems to have been buried with some kind of importance, and based on what we already know, at least from fighting them on the surface, these things seem to have ways of resurrecting each other. If we completely destroy the body, they can't get this back.
Could you corrupt the system? Looks like a lot of technology.
Oh, that's going to be risky and tricky, but I'll try.
Help him.
Okay.
Get my Nicotendrite's going to come out. I'm going to try and find somewhere to interface with the system.
Okay.
I'm sort of still holding off with
I'm going off to
setting
join
the
him.
timer.
Pressing start, yeah.
Yeah.
The more damage we can do, the better.
Fortunately, we don't seem to have the equipment to do too much damage.
That's why I'm using the assets I have.
Right. From your 01 that you got on your tech use, you know that. Well, technically, you've got enough energy to destroy this thing here.
Use its own energy against it.
We've got to set up a chain reaction.
Yeah, use its own energy against it.
Was my theory, but I can't say it because I ain't techie.
Although it will still require, it will still require more explosives than you currently have with you. But still enough. Shall I give you the numbers here? Right. So you would need of standard explosives. Just if you were just going to start placing everywhere, just to bring this place down, you would need the equivalent of 4,000 D10 worth of damage.
Not gonna happen.
Equivalent to 4,000 kilos of demolition charges,
Not gonna
or
happen.
700 melter bombs.
700 melter bombs.
But given his amazing insight into the workings of this, you only require a tenth of that. So 400 kilos of explosives, or the equivalent of 70 melter bombs. Is there a way to get such? I don't know.
Not in the remainder of one session. Quite easily.
Yeah. So there's like, so we'd still need a fair amount of explosives to, but 70 melter bombs, or what was it, 400 kilos? Did you say?
Yep.
Yeah, 400 kilos of explosives, by my reckoning, would about do it to level this place.
Could your previous ship send that much equipment?
Depends on whether you can get a signal to them or not.
Give me who's got
Oh, you've got a box.
I've got a boxcaster.
war or Astartes.
Yep.
Common law.
Yeah.
Common Law War.
I have
Yes.
I also have
Forbidden
Red Law
Law,
and
Long
Nexus
War,
Astartes.
and
Let's see if I can pass this.
Astartes.
No, definitely not.
both. That's a failure on war.
Yeah, I tried war.
Passed by 2 points on an Astartes.
3 degrees.
Yeah, you know.
Boom.
Well, you know that a ship like the Gilgamesh that has torpedoes on it with with the yields, possibly going into like the megaton range. Now,
Nuke it from orbit.
but you're quite far
quite a way
underground.
down. If we can get one of them to where we were, throw it through the portal.
We'll have the portal open when it hits.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a really good idea.
The radius of the blast will go through the portal and annihilate this place.
We need a megaton warhead.
Either way, we cannot get a signal out from here, and I wouldn't suggest being anywhere near it when it happens.
No. If you set that off, we'll leave. Or did you want to keep it if we can?
You right. What I'll do is I'll go out the room and I'll let you think about this for a few minutes.
Ooh.
Be creative. Yeah. Be creative. Try and use what you have at your disposal. Everything you have at your disposal that you've been able to learn so far about the alien construct. I'll be back in. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Cool.
5 minutes.
Yeah, so if we get back out, we can then get word to them of the location.
Yep.
With your ability, you'd be able to know our pinpoint location of the centre.
And I can I can move us very quickly through the teleports, and also the fact that I can help maglev us out of here.
Based on your knowledge of that, is there a way to leave some kind of targeting here, or leave some kind of signal to help guide?
Couldn't they just reuse the coordinates they used for sending you down here?
That was only down the hall from where this...
Teleporters are inaccurate at best. You may have noticed the arm sticking out of the floor. That arm was attached
We'd
to a
need to
fuller
pinpoint
status.
it. If we kept the way open as we're planning, wouldn't that be enough of a signal for them to use it? As long as we keep sending things down, it will be a continuous signal.
Noticed an opening like that in the wall.
They were able to get a rough signal for location based off of that. It was not precise.
But if they've got a continuous stream of information, they'd be able to pinpoint it more locally.
And I've downloaded the algorithm for their wormhole generators.
I couldn't say specifically, but it seems like a sound enough idea.
So we get out of here, we get back to the surface, we contact the ship.
I'll start processing the position now.
Get as much information on pinpoint location as possible.
In order to facilitate their agreeing to such a plan, having as little left to chance as possible will probably help the relations.
Yeah.
I can understand that. So basically I kind of zone out a bit, but I'm kind of like working out the code in my head.
You know this layout. You know how it is. Would the blast coming through the portal be enough?
I'll double check Brett in a second, but it's like,
Let's go with the chance of yes, because I think that's what he said earlier. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, I would believe so. Yeah,
megaton blasts. That's thinking in nuclear.
We're basically trying to nuke the pyramid.
Yeah.
Basically, we're trying to bring a scorched earth weapon into the earth.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I disarmed the melter bomb. Funnily enough.
If we're doing that, that could work. Would the blast radius from the what's it called?
One of the warheads, essentially.
Yeah.
Would the blast radius of the warhead take out the remaining bits you destroyed? Things of the ones you destroyed.
The reincarnation pods. In theory, what we're taking out is their main power source. So reincarnation pods wouldn't actually have any power in theory, but would also cause dramatic structural damage and could actually even collapse their whole network.
Which could also collapse the surface.
That is unfortunately a risk that we might have to take.
So we need to make sure we are off this planet when they set that off.
It depends on how strong it withstands against this. As we've seen, this strange metal is very
their
resilient.
metal is a lot stronger than anything we've got.
And unfortunately, without Lunax, we don't know the location of the ship, our ship.
No.
A subterranean blast can cause significant damage to a planet. However, I don't believe they'd be attempting to planet crack. Therefore, it shouldn't be such an issue. And it seems like this planet is not wanted destroyed.
No. It seems to be far too valuable to too many parties.
It took us a lot to bring it here.
Pulling it literally from the Screaming Vortex.
Right.
Yes, they did say something about it appearing from nowhere.
That was us.
That was us. I read the book on it.
Right. We've got our plan. We've got what we're
I
doing.
think so.
Perfect timing.
Okay, so
The plan is we're going to get back to the surface. We're going to make our way out of here.
Yep.
Once we get to the surface, we're going to contact the Gilgamesh and get them to send the nuke to the locations that he is currently.
I'm currently calculating with the algorithm of the wormhole generators to try and get a more precise pinpoint GPS location.
Yep.
With that, we're
Not
going
just the X and Y, I'm obviously going to need the Z,
Yes.
so that's what
Yeah.
I'm calculating.
So we're doing that, and we're making sure that we're going to try and make sure that we are off planet when they send that nuke, because we don't know what the explosion is going to do to the rest of the surface.
Because put it this way, like one of these, megaton, blasts. If any other normal structure, for example, how much destruction are we talking if it was against a normal, like a normal city or something?
Well, one of the torpedoes from the Gilgamesh probably has multiple megaton yield, so we're talking about when it explodes a fireball of over a kilometre and then a blast radius of about 5 kilometres.
Yeah.
That should be.
Yeah, so with so taking into consideration how resilient this material is, then it's it sounds like it's pretty much localized to the structure.
I'm trying to think it normally uses for taking out other starships.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to do that. We're going to try and make sure that we are on our ship, but without Lunax, we don't know the current location of our ship. So until we get back to the surface, we have no idea if we have a way off. So
3 degrees of success for calculating with the algorithm, by the way.
Okay. You remember that there were locations that you could point the wormholes to that were near the surface at smaller tomb complexes around the planet.
If I get the Gilgamesh to fire at one of the tomb complexes, I can get it to directly
Fire
fire
straight
at
down.
the pyramid.
Well, you think that the wormholes would be too small for the missile to go through, but the explosion might be able to flash through.
perfect.
The other alternative would be to have it pound the ground for hours with its lasers and macro cannons.
Nah.
I go to work on more algorithms to be able to open up all the wormholes when I need to.
Yeah, so getting out of here, getting to the surface, contacting the Gilgamesh, and then we're going to try and contact our ship and using the usual means, because if we can get them that way, we can get off this godforsaken planet.
God's forsaken.
God's
Yeah.
planet.
You know what I mean.
Okay. Right.
Is the plan.
Okay, so you're going to get out.
Yeah.
I've
had a really
I've
good
not
plan.
armed the melter bomb either. Based on this, there's no point.
There is no point.
Something
That's like
waste.
logging a dead horse at that point.
One melter bomb is not going to cut destroying a tomb complex.
Oh no, I was just after
No,
destroying
no.
the thing. But
Destroy a tomb
Fine.
complex.
Yeah.
This does not.
I'm going to use this to destroy the sarcophagus when in however long it takes us to get the thing to happen, it's going to destroy it anyway.
Right.
Waste.
Okay. So you go right. So you climb back up the pyramid.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to climb back up that really long tube.
But no, that's fine. You've got the time to do that.
Yeah. We're taking our
And
time.
I'll be at the back mag-leving so that if I
Yeah.
need to catch anyone.
Him.
Yep.
Me.
Just carry
No,
him.
I'm just
Just
going to
carry
put
him.
him on my front like
in
a
a
baboon.
papoose, yeah.
Yeah.
As we're
Carry
climbing up.
Okay.
Carry me, daddy.
So
Right.
never call me that or I'm dropping you.
Right.
No,
So,
sorry.
so you're locking the wormhole open.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm working on algorithms to try and get ready to launch all of them open when I need to.
Picking up Donatus. Let's go back to the other
I was
teleport
about to say go
and
ahead.
get out.
So the other wormhole, you can either go back to the nexus point that you were at in one of the inner rings, or send it
to
somewhere
one
else.
of the. We could
Yes.
send it to where some of the troops were being sent. One of them was fairly close to our base.
Is one? Because one of the gateway kind of thingies was near St. Anard's Penance, wasn't it?
Yep.
So I think that one.
Because we didn't destroy
We
that
did
one.
not destroy that, no.
No. So we can
So,
get it to send us there,
Straight
which
St.
is
Anard's.
really
And
nice.
that's going to be difficult to pinpoint that one.
As we're
Okay.
going up through the chamber with the big ones from before, I'm going to pick up one of their shields for now, just to use as quite literally just a physical shield.
Yeah, you tear its arm off because you couldn't get it. It's holding onto it, but you couldn't get to let go. So you've just cut its arm off at the
Yeah, no, that's
Picking
just
up
fine.
Donatus.
It's
Degrees
essentially
success?
just to use.
3 degrees
Okay.
success. Okay, you can find one that is around there. You found one that's around the prison complex.
Do it.
Close enough.
Picking up Donatus
Right.
and
Right, all of you
let's go through.
go. And you will
Maglev.
and walk out the you walk out the front of one of these monoliths. You're not
bastards.
you're not in Fort St. Anard.
Mm.
You seem to be in the desert, but you can see the prison complex about half a kilometre away.
Close enough, I guess.
You see, but also there is a horde of Necron warriors about 100 metres out in front, fighting your forces.
Do you want to use it now?
Not particularly, it'd be a waste in an open space such as this.
Right,
Excuse me.
you're able to lock the wormhole open. So now you have a direct. So now things can travel through there and will go back into the tomb complex.
Ready.
I'm going to call to the troops that are currently on the ground.
Mhm.
My troops.
You've been gone about a day.
Yeah. So whatever's left of my troops,
Yeah.
get out of there.
Scatter.
Retreat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, you're picking up
Back up,
your battlenet now.
If I have any troops as well, scatter.
Okay. What seems to be going on in the battle now?
Right. They've been able. It seems that every time they've moved and taken one sort of monolith, then they seem to have been attacked from behind by more Necrons appearing. So they've just been sort of fight. They've just been marauding around, never trying to actually take ground. They've been using air support constantly to keep their rear clear.
No, I was just thinking in my head,
and
calculating
they've
stuff.
been slowly falling back to St. Anard.
It seems that the Legion have been largely travelling around, not holding ground, but forcing them down and then being attacked from behind. They seem to be moving their way back to St. Anard.
Get them back there. Or
They're
get-
not going to listen to me, regardless.
Right.
Well,
Fox Castle and open.
Thank you.
stand up. No.
What's the name of
Upstanding pricks.
Gilgamesh.
the... No, not...
Lord
Lord
Duan.
Duan.
Lord Dwayne.
Duan.
What was his title?
Lord.
Lord
Duan the Shunned.
Yes. Lord Duan the Shunned seems to believe himself higher than his actual station.
You know from serving with him that he got that name by the fact that he was essentially exiled to the Screaming Vortex, and would only be Duan's been desperately trying to sort of get a big army and get out the Screaming Vortex as a way to get back into Abaddon's favour.
He managed to fall out of favour with the Despoiler and has been attempting to gather power in an attempt to regain favour. He has not
Been successful.
succeeded thus far.
Huh?
It doesn't help that he doesn't seem to understand the forces under his command.
Mm.
I'm largely surprised that the Terminators follow him at all.
I'm guessing they're only there because they were ordered to.
Right. Suddenly, something cuts through all of your comms.
Mhm.
It's the same voice of that thing that you destroyed down in the tomb complex.
What?
Oh,
They self-repair.
You filthy creatures! You may have destroyed one of my bodies. You've forced me to do that. You've forced me to do this. We will unleash our most powerful weapon upon you.
We need the Gilgamesh to find now.
Yeah. So, well, it's cutting through our thing.
Yeah.
So even if I try to get through to the Gilgamesh, it's going to cut through it. So
No, it comes back. But then,
right.
then you right.
Yeah. So
The air. You notice the air is becoming charged. Something's building.
If it's going to be done, it's going to be done now. I suggest we start running towards.
Yes.
Agreed.
The
So I'm
complex
going to
regardless.
grab you as I start sprinting to.
No, wait, who's got Domitus?
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
I'm holding
You!
I'll pick him up because I've got a massive run speed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
So-
If you're charged, I'm going to maglev
You're-
Iron Man through the air.
Your sensor array.
Yeah.
You're checking the sensor array. You can see that there's actually gravitational disturbances from over where the tomb complex was.
Oh god, the gravity's getting stronger.
Yeah. So as we're running,
But I'm flying.
yeah, trying to get hold of the Gilgamesh.
Yeah. Right. This is the Gilgamesh.
I need to speak to Lord Dwan immediately.
Who is this?
Pandorica, now! It's urgent!
Hello, you've reached
Right.
Gilgamesh.
This better be good.
We need you to send a torpedo to location.
Location being provided now.
Yeah, location being provided now. That will send a ripple and destroy anything that's coming. There is something coming to the surface. We need it destroyed now.
Give me a infamy to try and persuade him.
Yes, pass by 2 degrees.
Nice.
I want.
It's
I
our
will-
only chance.
I will give the order to my men to withdraw. You would best move as well. You will never get out the blast radius in time.
We're
We are
working
moving
on it.
Fire now.
It doesn't matter if I don't make it out, as long as that thing doesn't make it to the surface.
What's happening down there?
We don't know. We don't want to know. We want it dead.
Something is being brought back. And it's something we don't want to face.
Right. Okay, you begin.
As we're
You begin moving
pegging
forward.
it.
Yeah. We're all
Yeah.
blitzing,
Flat out
flying,
running. The project is
sprinting.
massive, so.
There are groups of Necrons off, small groups of Necrons off in the distance, sort of fighting isolated pockets of resistance. And then you sit right.
I will maglev run over their heads. I do not care.
with Donatus, I'm like,
You see right. Something catches your eye over to where the tomb complex is. There's something. There's something moving there. It's not a machine. Give me an awareness, everyone.
Oh shit.
Fail. And I can't re-roll anything because I've used it all.
So
4 degrees.
3 degrees.
top die.
It's
Yeah, pass. But in 2 degrees.
you don't know whether it's a. It could be a demon, but it's not a demon. It's something different. It looks humanoid, or human, but wreathed in a sort of cloak and cowl, but looking insubstantial, looking like it's wielding. It's got a weapon in its hand. Is it a scythe? A huge visage of the Grim Reaper itself, wreathed in lightning.
Oh. Oh.
Shit is
I didn't
No
see it.
matter how far away we are, I am going through. Do it now!
Up ahead, right, ahead of you. Ahead of you is a foxhole with a few dead black legionaries in, and a damaged rhino.
Okay. Going for that.
Yeah.
Coordinates unlocked. The torpedo is being loaded. The torpedo is being loaded as we speak. Stand by.
I suggest we get into that right
Yeah.
Yes.
In there.
Would it seem like a better idea to just get in it, or to actually start driving it away from?
Yeah, it's not going to be.
I don't think it's going to move.
The rhino wouldn't be able to survive very well the blast.
So we need to start getting it out.
Just get in the fridge.
Okay, so we need to start driving it
You
away.
need to start driving it away.
Cool. I will quickly jump into the piloting chair for it, and fail by a degree.
Okay. As I get up, I throw Donatus in the back, get to the front, try and move. As I'm gonna try.
The Necrons are starting to notice you.
Crap.
So,
And
there is a horde of
There's
Necron
another
warriors
one.
approaching.
oh, flat pass
Oh.
Right, you get right.
after spending.
Right, you go to the engine panel. Beep beep beep. Yeah, remove power core. Slam power core back in.
Yeah.
Engine roars into life.
And going.
Hard reset. Fucking
Since,
go, son.
there were Necrons coming at us, is there a turret on the top of the thing?
There's a cupola with a stormbolter on it.
Cool. I'll just run up, get onto that, and just start firing fairly indiscriminately just to keep shit off us.
You can also fire from the top doors with your heavy bolter if you wish.
Yep.
I'm driving. I ain't shooting.
Let me get out.
When that thing hits, you'll probably want to button this up.
Yeah. So keeping an eye on the sky for the torpedo coming down. A degree of success just to fire indiscriminately into the crowds.
Right, this strange creature
I just
that
blind fire.
the Necrons have brought forth from their tomb complex.
You
see
it.
You see it. Right. You see one of the Black Legion's Thunderhawks that flies around, fires missiles at it. One of the missiles explodes on it. Others just pass through it. It then swings its scythe towards it, and even though it's some 50 meters away, up in the air, the Thunderhawk just explodes into.
So you probably see the explosion.
Yeah, it just explodes.
That's probably the point. I see it.
Into flaming confetti.
Oh, fuck.
The thing opens its mouth and lets out this screech, which you can even hear through your helmet.
Oh.
Concentrating. No time to be phased by that bullshit. Driving.
Torpedo is loaded. Firing now.
Yep.
Okay. Once I see it breaking atmosphere,
Yeah.
close hatches.
Yeah.
And then
Clang.
are you able to bring the Stormbolter in?
Coming down.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
That's fine. I'll just close it.
Close the hatch. Put all the blast screens down on all the viewports.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna brace into one of the chairs. One of the personnel chairs, properly strapped in.
I'm keeping my foot down, so I'm going forward, but I'm also bracing at the same time.
I'm basically going to dive into one of the chairs and strap myself
along
in.
the uneven terrain of the planet. You can see the prison complex ahead of you.
Yeah.
You're gaining on it. So you see a comet in the sky, and then everything goes. Yeah, there's a white flash. There is silence, and then a sound like a huge trapdoor in the depths of hell slamming shut.
Shut me up.
Yay!
The rhino is airborne for an instant,
Yep.
and then starts rolling. You're all strapped in.
Yep.
Please don't say I take any more damage. I could die.
You black out.
Oh
Hey, at least you're not dead. You just
Someone
blacked
did strap Donatus down, right?
No,
no!
Fuck's sake.
didn't think
Bang,
about it.
bang, 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 bang.
Honestly, didn't think about it.
Yes, so as he's going, grab him!
Yeah, grab him as he probably slams into us in general.
Nope, I didn't get it.
Fuck it! I'm gonna see if I can grab him.
No, you're passed out.
You're passed out.
Oh
dude.
yeah, of course I'm passed out. Yeah.
If that's flat athletics, I fail by 5 points.
So well, with the
The
luck of
only
my
time I'm going to
roll,
be able to grab him if he starts flying towards me.
okay, with the luck of my roll, he probably slams into me, which is possibly
Probably.
why I black out.
Probably.
Chairs falling apart.
Oh.
Oh.
Budget.
Breaking our furniture.
It's not like I did that on purpose.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. Just
Right.
Oh shit.
Right. The rhino comes to a halt. It's sort of on its side. Sort of, you think it's on one track. You probably right it again.
yeah.
But then somehow through all the dust, there's another huge flash, and the ground starts shaking.
I closed my severely light sensitive eyes entirely.
Hang on, allow me to roleplay.
Do your best Empire impression.
From orbit, starts to look like that
Yeah.
Yeah.
as the tomb complex begins to implode.
Yes, imploding.
So on that, where roughly is St. Anna's?
Sort of there.
Right. So right.
You
So
get-
it's going to be right next to the hole.
yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
We got a hole.
So it's
We can make a massive swimming pool.
so wait, is it like that hole that was at the end of Buffy?
Yeah.
Kinda,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Plot hole or actual hole?
after about 20 minutes, you unbutton the top hatch. It's dark out. There's just dust. It's like being in the middle of a dust storm.
As it just blocks out all the light from the
As I
sun.
pick up Donatus, climb my ass out.
If the rhino looks like it's still workable,
Hello, Pandorica. This is the Trident.
Receiving.
This
Boxcast delete.
is the Trident. Come in.
Receiving loud and clear. Ish.
Thank the gods we found you. We're dispatching a lander for you.
Perfect timing.
Glad to hear from you, Trident.
Let's get off this planet.
just in case we could steal it. Would one of us have the strength to move a rhino back onto its track on our own, or we need multiple of us to do it?
No, 2 space marines do it easy.
Two.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
well, I imagine the 3 of us then
Yeah.
should be fine. So we'll write that. We might be able to pinch that, depending on the lander.
Send it to St. Anna's.
And make sure it's one big enough to take a rhino.
And extras.
Right.
And extras.
I'm keeping my peeps.
You've stopped the Necron assault upon St. Anard's penance.
Necrons!
Internally, and they're going.
Later on there will be the case of what Lord Duan wants, but that is an argument for
That
another
is
time.
future us problem.
That is an argument that he can have with my power axe. I mean, what?
St. Anard's penance, although the population is depleted and the infrastructure damaged, still possesses quite a lot of mining and industrial capacity,
Awesome.
making it a valuable asset within the Screaming Vortex. You
Just Black Legion
that
seem to have their
thing
tentacles on
that
that
the
now.
Necrons unleashed. Well, a hard Xenos law may
Try
tell
it.
you what that is.
I'm unconscious.
Oh yeah.
But in
I'm
the
passed
meantime, you all gain 200 experience for destroying the energy core.
Awesome.
To any who deciphered the teleportation device, get 100 experience.
Would that count for me as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one.
You destroy Terabyte. You destroyed a synthesis chamber.
Yep.
And, so you get 50 experience. You recruited additional allies, which gets you 75 experience.
Awesome.
And you'll get 75 experience for overcoming the Necron Obelisk.
Woo! Woo!
I'm going to use borrow a pencil.
And you receive all your infamy.
Ooh.
Thank you.
More infamy.
Mm-hmm.
And so yes, that was all. You know,
Yes,
that was all the XP.
Yes, you may all have. You may each have D5 infamy.
Ow.
D5.
7 or 8. Is 4. I'll have 4.
I have 4.
I got 2.
1.
You have completed your compact with the gods. They're pleased.
So that puts my infamy to 32.
My infamy's on 48.
And there is a new planet within the Screen Vortex, which will have mining and manufacturing capacity
Yes.
and will be very valuable. And you are in a prime spot to negotiate a part of that.
Oh yeah. Well, without us, they wouldn't have had any of the planet.
Mhm.
So I am gonna haggle with that bitch.
Oh, and you've got
and
an Astartes Rhino
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
in need of some repair.
I mean, I'm sure we know
Please tell
someone
me
who
that
would
with
like to
I'm
your
work.
point
pretty
spend
sure we
will be
can
aligned.
figure it out.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to find out later.
I
Um,
want to do the thing.
But just quickly, that's because we had a new viewer with us, so Melly Poppins.
Nice.
I was asking, what characters we're playing basically. So obviously it's going to be easier to do it now, just quickly rather than typing it in the chat.
Yeah. So start us off.
Okay, so I'm playing Varsius, which is a human renegade. He's currently unaligned, but you never know with the experience I've got. That hopefully is going to change.
I hope so.
Yeah, aiming to go for Zeech, so we'll see. So I'm good at the shooty. I'm okay at using tech.
And you've got some good alien knowledge.
Yeah, and I've got some alien knowledge. I'm planning to get more of that. That's pretty much it. He doesn't like to sleep because he's a light sleeper.
I get some terrible bloody nightmares.
Yeah, and at the moment, currently the only human in the party, and I'm alive somehow.
Token human.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if we're coming around to me then. I was previously playing a human psyker called Lunax. He was crazy as fuck and a Zeech psyker. So,
Could shoot mine bullets.
could shoot mine bullets. He unfortunately died last session, which ended up being a surprisingly good time to bring in the new character, who is also a Space Marine, of the Night Lords Legion. He is Savarian. He had been working with the Black Legion through necessity more than choice, as mentioned. And his primary skills are with melee-based combat and spreading fear, because that's what the Night Lords do.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a nice man.
So, Terrorbyte, a tech priest stuck in a Space Marine's body. Warpsmith, who does a lot more hacking than he does. Well, a lot more technology hacking than body hacking, although he can do the body hacking if he needs to.
With your big old power axe.
Big old power axe. And then there's that.
Hey!
The popular topic.
I'm playing Pandorica, who is a female Space Marine. Very unique because Space Marines are usually male.
You weren't always female.
I wasn't always female. I have been changed by Slanesh.
The touch of Slanesh does many a thing to many a person.
So I've been made a woman. I'm more about convincing people to fit with my way of thinking, but I can fight, as you have seen this session. I can do my job when I have to, but I'm normally the one that talks to people.
You're a corrupter.
I am a corruptor, and if they don't like it, they're dying.
I forgot to mention that I'm unaligned,
And then-
being as neutral in character as I am in person.
Same.
And then our other character, who sadly couldn't join us today,
Yeah,
was working
Lord
was Lord Dontus, who was a
Horn
he was a corn berserker, and all about taking skulls and spilling blood.
Yep.
So, yeah, a corn berserker.
Combat to the max, exactly what you'd expect out of those berserking.
But also a leader.
And she
Oh, speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Speak of the nearly deadful. Wait, hang on.
All right,
I honestly just heard my name.
Yeah, we were talking about you.
Yes.
Why?
Hey, we're talking about you, not to you.
Hello.
We're just doing the wrap up.
Yeah.
Bye again.
So this is the Motley Crew.
But yes, so for now, that is going to be the last session of this segment for now. So what's going to happen is not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, is we're going to be starting on a new campaign, D&D 5th, which is run by Cass's here. Planning that to be a more long-standing campaign, but we're pretty much aiming to run it for a while, and then when we decide we want a break or something like that, then we might come back to Black Crusade. We might go to something different for a bit, and then come back to that one. But yeah, so that's pretty much going to be the plan. But otherwise, if you want to catch up on the Black Crusade campaign, there's 18 other videos currently on YouTube.
Wow, you've
Yeah.
done that many?
Yeah.
It's
Because there was 5 before you started entirely when we did 5 sessions, which is introducing most of the characters.
Yeah.
We did an intro one just before you started, just to set things up for yours.
Yeah.
Then we did it from there with you.
Yeah. We've done
So
the whole.
it's been
We've run the
good.
whole Hand of Corruption campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is session 19, which has been sort of spread out over the past year or so.
Yeah.
We do apologise for the fact that we're not going to be with you next week. We had a week off last week. We have a week off next week. Now, the reason we're taking that week off next week is to make sure everything's ready, all the character sheets and everything are done for starting 5th edition. Because, like Merlan said, we're going into it a bit more long term. So we're not likely to change off this after 5 to 7 weeks. This will be a longer running thing with the odd break to, prevent GM burnout and all that.
Yeah.
mental health days are important.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being a player character again.
You're such a good DM.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But no,
Anyway,
you are awesome with that.
Thank you for joining us. We hope that you've enjoyed our destruction and chaos. And hopefully we'll see you next time.
And may death come swiftly to your enemies.
Oh, hells yeah.
And join me and Cassis tomorrow for Mass Effect. Important news to reveal there as well.
Yes.
So join us then.
Alright.
So bye for now,
everyone.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.